Okay. Alright, we are live, everybody. Back at it again with the Arknights. Chapter 8. Voice acting and first time playing through it. I have been mostly just doing dailies. For Arknights, I'm not really progressing much outside of like doing the event. T-Beta at $200? Are you buying the tree?
Probably lurking.
Thanks, Michael. Thank you for the lurking. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been playing this prequel story. How Amiya came to be the demon lord. You can see like small child Amiya at like the bottom right corner. Oh, Zane Driver, the shredder. With that amount of money, you can probably buy an actual shredder. For the event, I've only recently cleared the last level, the last EX level. They said the challenge mode, but I could never beat these. I could never confidently beat these. Hey, Relic Shadows, Fel. Howdy, howdy. Welcome. The shredded car is a fake. Of course it is. Of course it is. I wonder how the toy's gonna work. Like you put the card in the shredder position, and then you trigger the sound, and then you pull out the card. Do you happen to trim the metal? I think I did. Not that I was intending to do it, but I think I did. I do have a trim metal, but is it? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did. Is it supposed to be really hard to trim? You did the same thing early today. It was like, well, you weren't even caring if you got the trim or not. You just ended up getting it anyway, Lamau. BB EXN. What is the map? Oh, this? Yeah, it's like no big deal for me. Most of the time, trimming a metal is rather easy. Oh, okay. I mean, just make sure nobody dies and like kill all the enemies and trigger the special thing, like the chains a few times or something. You finished Uzumaki? The thing was rushed and shit. Oh, that's unfortunate. Man, when will Junji Ito ever catch a break and get like an actual good adaptation of his works? The case of that medal, it was making sure nobody lost their chain. Oh, okay. Oh, there wasn't any reason for me to. Okay. So I'll probably stream for like 2 hours or so today. It's currently 12 a.m. at like US times and 12 p.m. at like Asia times. So probably it's just gonna stream for like a couple of hours before I end stream. You don't the only way you could have not gotten the trail on that one is if one of those guys that cuts chains actually managed to cut a chain. Oh, okay. I don't really care much about metals anyway, so it's fine. Alright, so for chapter 8, we have gotten this far so far. We got the extra cutscenes as well. Yeah, we got the extra cutscenes as well. So we're gonna jump into the next one. This is a continuation of Talula's backstory, perhaps. Yeah. Where Talula got betrayed by one of the earlier factions that she recruited. This earlier faction pretty much like, hey, we're gonna take this mobile city that you just cleared out, and then we're gonna go away, and then Talula's like, okay, well, I don't exactly have anyone in the group to like swear loyalty to me to anything. I wish you luck. And then this small faction decides to like tip off the Ursus army and like, so there's a lot of traitors over there. There's a lot of infected traitors over there. You should go get them. And the Patriots like, you should really make an example out of them because they fucking betrayed you. And Talula's like, well, it's their choice. Plus that city, plus we weren't gonna last long in that broken mobile city anyway. That mobile cities wouldn't have lasted very long to host all the civilians and fighters that we have in a resistant group so far. That kind of thing. Yeah. Patriot having a hard time accepting Talula as the boss, as a leader, while Frost Nova is like on board so far. With this final straw, any E2 work adaptation in the future is not gonna be good. Oh man, feels bad. Does cutscene have been made of a nightmare for me? You're bad with the timing. Infected is for survival of the fittest. You look up for nobody but yourself if you're not associated to the current reunion or Rose Island. Yeah. That is their mentality. But throughout chapter 8 we've been getting a lot of flashbacks of how Talula formed the resistance after being kidnapped by a leader, Ursus. I assuming it's like the grand leader Ursus, who's a really evil dude with white hair. And then Talula's like, haha, stab, I'm not gonna become like you, and then ends up becoming like the dude, like a tyrant in the future. But hey, Vergon does, welcome. Nice to see you again, dude. Yeah, I'm just like going through stuff that I've gone through so far since last week. How Talula got betrayed early on in the reunion. In the very early days of reunion, before they called themselves reunion, and then there's also like where we like last time we defended. Oh yeah, my why is my grandpa art is still there? Okay, I need to get rid of that. There we go. Why is Grandpa Gundam still there? Did not realize Grandpa Gundam was still there because I was doing art stream a while back. No, the Gundam has nothing to do with Arknights today. Sorry. Yeah, this one, like, I had to borrow Horn. To make this work, and I had also had to use Minar at like the right space to do the killing as well. I become the thing I hate trope. Yep. At least that's what I feel with the villainous Tallulah so far. Only 10 minutes, you know this? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so we're gonna be moving on to the next one. Don't know what's gonna happen next. Amiya and like Rosmontis, last we left off managed to like breach through because Rosmontis like send her giant metal boards and shred the wall between them and the tower. So Amiya is gonna infiltrate the tower, while Rosmontis stays outside to like prevent entry and protect survivors. Because Amiya doesn't want Rosmontis to be involved in the encounter with Tallulah. You should be able to become a fully appointed Arknights veteran if you make it to and beat J83. J? So far it's been R and M. Let's see. Okay then. Alright. Yeah, E2 on Amiya, right? Yes, I do have E2 Amiya. I do have E2 Amiya. Everyone's been telling me you need E2 Amiya. You need E2 Amiya. And I'm like, yes, I do have E2 Amiya. Right here. E2 Amiya. And I do also have Chimera. Chimera maxed out. I don't know if that's, you know, if that's the key skill, but that's the skill I have as like maxed out because it deals true damage. Yeah. I'm close. Hold on. I also have her module maxed out. Yeah. Also have her module maxed out. So she says Radius is ever gonna be unless I'm supposed to use her first skill. You flat out refuse to use her third skill. Why? Just because because Amiya auto retreat. Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly why I maxed out the third skill, because true damage. Yeah, this is before I got Minar, and I don't have a lot of big operators, so I'm like, okay, very hard boss. Time to use the rabbit. You actually prefer second skill. Is the second skill like random? Hold up. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, let's start. I don't know if we're gonna get cutscene, but let's just jump right in first. You almost never use any true damage, huh? You know why? But Blue Archive Global update their page in the Play Store, and it took like someone use it, huh? To write what? Me don't understand, Black Max. Second skill is more about timing. Okay. Yeah, but fun to use. I never used a second skill. Never used it because I read the description and it's like, it's RNG. If you have her module, it's a lot better. It procs faster. Okay. So we're back to Tallulah flashback. This is after betrayal, maybe? But we're back at the snow area where she first recruited that infected group. Turns out Gatling Rabbit. That's kind of funny. I don't know how much further I have to go. I can hear the winter feathers chirp every now and then. Is that supposed to mean something? Does it mean that spring will be here soon? It's still very cold here, but it shouldn't be much longer until it starts to get warmer. You know the Wizardale banner will be on the... Wait, what? Really?
Taxi!
Hey, Daichi. Really? On the 31st? That'd be convenient. On Halloween. Honest God, that is the best way to describe what second skill does. I need to like see a clip of it down the line. It's been 3 weeks. We finally found 2 more villages willing to trade with the infected. We set up camp at an abandoned settlement a few kilometers away from them. There's plenty of fuel here to last us a while. You can imagine how awful tree bark tastes. I don't ever want to listen to the old man tell me how nutritious they are anymore. The game description, it's just random bullshit writing and it's an epic version 50 10. Oh, you're talking about the fake game. You're talking about the fake Blue Archive game, not the actual one. Here in Macho, you should be able to just drop her on a mission that you've already beaten and see her use it there. Huh. Okay, okay. I'm very well aware where this road is taking us. Nonetheless, we have to get to the end of the road. Even if I don't make it, Yelena, Alina, and Ino and Sasha as well. I am sure they will make it. They won't. Well, Sasha's gone. Is the actual Blue Archive description? Huh, I thought it's like... I thought it's a fake one. Odd. Okay. And then Yelena's is Yelena Frostnova? Is Frostnova's actual name Yelena? It is her actual name, right? And then Frostnova is the code name. It's been a while. Yes. Okay. All right. Just making sure. But the road beneath our feet is just way too murky and hard to see. Would they reject us? We can't bring their hopes up too much. It's a bad thing to make a promise you cannot fulfill. The Ursus Empire's promise about bread and bed was nothing more than a ruse to cover up their atrocities and lies. And lies are what led to tyranny. Will they come to loathe us? It's very likely. If it wasn't for how hard life is in the northern plains, people here would probably report the infected to the patrol unit the moment they spotted them. This kind of animosity probably came from how worried they are about their own situation. I'm not like Boturakasti. We certainly need to be on the lookout and avoid that. But I don't believe that's in their nature. We can't hold it against them just because they want to look out for themselves. Definitely not. Will they try to hurt us? I have no idea. And it's probably not something I can worry about too much. No matter the case, I think most people are only like that because of the circumstances they are in. If they had a teacher like Alina, a team like ours, or the chance to live in harmony with infected, I'm sure things would improve. Most of them were simply brainwashed by Ursus's twisted ideology. We can help them. Knowledge can change the way people think. It's a really difficult thing to do. That's even though I believe, even if you always hold fast to your beliefs in your actions, getting everyone to accept the truth should be one of the simplest things to approach. The words above were crossed out. Naturally, the letter was never mailed out. This is a letter. To whom? Who is she writing it to? Is this supposed to be a diary? Dear girl. Oh, good morning. Would it be dangerous for you to head outside right now? I talked to the soldiers, and they say the patrol unit all went to the village to the west. Did someone else see you trading with them the other day? It's not impossible. Anyway, you should stay away from the west. I know. I'll go to the village to the east instead. I should still be able to barter for some things there. Oh, you don't need to worry so much. Remember, we used to find ourselves in situations much more dangerous. What are you trying to get this time? Some canned fruits and dried vegetables. Are those things really worth heading outside for? Our fighters will get sick if things don't improve soon. It's about time you pick up a few things about taking care of yourself. We're having trouble just getting enough food to feed ourselves. I really don't think we should go out of our way for... Now, Talula, that's not right. It's precisely because there are times we don't get enough food on the table, or even clothes to keep ourselves warm, that things like songs, musics, fruits and flour, and our desire for all the things that delight our taste buds, our eyesight, and our sense of smell are so important. It's okay, we're in the forest. It's normal to hear doggos barking. It's okay. It adds to the immersion, chat. It adds to the immersion. I don't know why doggo's barking, but doggo's barking. These are the things that remind us what we are fighting for. We're fighting so that everyone can lead a decent life. Naturally, your health is part of all of that. With just some vegetables and fruits, we can help a lot of people fight off their diseases. Rebutting me with my own words. That's cheating. Hey now, cheating? That's quite a serious charge, isn't it? Here, say it after me. That's smart. Okay. Do you need someone to go with you? A bodyguard, that is. Right? She's such a precious girl. I hope nothing bad happens to her. I hope she's not the breaking point character for Talula to go, you know, to become a really bad tyrant because how nice she is. Surely she's not the breaking point, you know, where she dies to Ursa's army or something. You know, she's gonna venture out in a dangerous territory to get canned fruits and vegetables, you know, to make people happy. Yeah, surely that's not a red flag. Surely. That probably isn't a good idea. I may be infected, but I am not that special. I wouldn't want anyone to find out about us just because of me. Besides, it isn't too hard for me to hide my infection. Easier than for some of our soldiers. Okay, but you should still be careful. I don't think we can completely trust the villagers there. There are a lot of things that don't add up there. Yep, okay. Oh, I'll try to get us some pears too. Or do you reckon the Yetis like apples more? I think they are more of a fan of raspberries. But let's not worry about them. They know how to look out for themselves. I got a meeting now. Okay, I'm leaving. Alina! What's up? I'm thinking about putting together an infected education group. Would you like to run it? Oh, hey, Boob. Welcome. Welcome. No horror here, just a death flag for a character so far. Wait, Virgon, you don't like raspberries? Raspberries are nice. Not that I go out of my way to get raw raspberries to eat, but still. Huh? Am I really the right person for that? You have a much better reputation than me among the non-combatant infected. It'll be easier for me to introduce you to everyone. Love you, going to sleep while you play? Yeah, don't worry, love you too, man. Thanks for popping in. I hope you have a good rest. That's not what I mean. Knowledge is a means of fighting itself, Alina. I insist. Well, I'll leave the decision to you. I don't need to write up any speeches or anything, do I? Oh, I can hear the applause already. Stop teasing me. Okay, I'll get going now. See you later. Don't stay out too late. That won't work. We need to hang them. The captain isn't around right now. but I know that's what he'd ordered us to do. Remember, guerrilla fighters, we are not an army. At least not yet. It gives a bad impression. When they first joined us, it was because they trusted us. They only started having doubts because of hunger. That's the only reason they made this mistake. It only happened because we didn't keep our end of the bargain. What bargain? Feeding them what little food we have left? We promised the infected a place to stay. Not everyone came here for a noble end. That's not realistic. We could have earned even more of their trust if we had the machines exchanged for the provisions sooner. That's a whiplash. From a sweet scene to talk about hanging people. Typical Arknights. Well, she did say she's going to a meeting. In any case, I cannot accept keeping them on the team. Then let them go. I won't tolerate any excessive violence. Also, give them enough rations for a week before you exile them. Absolutely not! Not even our warriors get that kind of treatment. We are not going to give in on this one. It has nothing to do with achievements or whatever. We simply can't abide by their behavior. Fine. At least don't go overboard with the language. Don't chew them out too much. We can accept that. Good. Now that the patrols are trying to smoke us out to the west, we can't let them find a group of infected there. That's all the more reason to put these bastards over. Huh? Someone's knocking. Come in. Oh, you're like part of that group. Is this like even further is this before the betrayal? Tallulah, it's a patrol unit. They're investigating the village that traded food with us. Should we get out of here? If we leave now, we'll be long gone by the time they found out about us. Draw the patrol unit our way. I'll ambush them somewhere close by. We must let the patrol squad think we're behind it all. Even if we have to leave our tracks behind for them to find. Tallulah, think this through again. The 4th Army sentries are just 10 kilometers away. Once they get word from the patrols about us, they will definitely come after us. If the villages are pillaged because they gave us a helping hand. No, suppose they didn't. If they come in harm's way because of us, the infected, we'll never find another village willing to trade with us. Then let's take it upon ourselves to keep the news from spreading. That's exactly how word about this gets out. Listen to me. If you try to put a lid on this by killing everyone there, the bodies will become evidence. If you then get rid of their bodies, then the deserted village will be evidence instead. If you want to keep any bad news about us from spreading, then there's only one way to go about it. Don't let anything bad happen in the first place. What we need to do now is to widen the path we have ahead of us, not just for ourselves, but also for the descendants of those who are following us down this path. Any questions? No. You have a point. Let's do that. Let's go. Right. What you said just now makes sense. Protect all non-combatants, and help them evacuate first. We have a tough battle ahead of us. I'll be fighting alongside you. But neither Frost Nova and Patriot are here with us. Remember, one day, you may not even have me fighting next to you. But as long as what you are fighting for is just and feasible, then we don't need anyone else by our side. You don't need anyone by your side. Yeah, let's go. More civilians, oh no. We gotta save the civilians. We're gonna make sure they don't die. Reunited, only to separate. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I don't like that title. I don't like that title. Oh my god. Alright, how do I go about this? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's how you... Okay. That is not a good position for our flag bearer over there. Whoops. Because I want to do this. We're fine. It's okay, Myrtle's a lot stronger than she looks. She's a lot stronger than she looks. Alright. We will eliminate them bit by bit. Bit by bit, we will eliminate them. Oh, great. Oh god. Oh, it's fine. We're not taking that much damage. It's fine. We'll let Irene do the talking with her blades. And then retreat. Alright. And then we do this. Okay, there we go. Alright, all clear. Alright, Chungus is activated. I can just retreat you now. Okay. Da 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 da. Just to be safe, we're just gonna do this. Do this, just in case. Do this, just in case. Irene should be back soon. You're kind of such a nice operator. It's all the effort of like storing up, like to like roll for specific characters I want. Also luck. There's also luck involved. Ability to this time has no secret scene here. Oh yeah, this one seems pretty easy so far. I don't think I need any help of that nature. Everyone has evacuated, Doctor. Wonderful. Yeah, I can just speed up now. I can just chill now. This is just chatting stream now, chat. I don't need to do anything else. Surely there's nothing horrible that's gonna happen midway through, like more civilians pop out of nowhere or whatnot. Like just the whole lot of Ursa soldiers. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. See, easy clear. Easy clear because I have really good operators. Alright, are we about to see the red flag come to fruition where someone dies? Things go horribly wrong? I'm on PC. I'm playing on PC. Yes, S2 is better for AFK, while her third skill is more for burst damage. Yeah, I'm mostly using her third skill. Third skill for the big burst damage. Because rarely ever I need her to do anything otherwise. You even defeated the reinforcements. I shouldn't have expected less from you, Tallulah. What about all the other infected? They all made it one piece. The backup safe house we found really came in great use. Have you done a head count yet? I did. Some of the kids were crying about how one of the older girls hasn't come back yet. It's sad, but this happens fairly often these days. Oh, Tallulah has a shocked expression. Tallulah, we found the rest of the patrol unit. Looks like they've just been running away the whole time. Which way did they go? East. Makes me wonder if they'll come across the Folkswigs exile. Talula! Oh, hold on! Talula, where are you going? Peabody Hugbane? Not interested. I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm not. It's not that different from the regular Hugbane, except it has a gun sword, and that gun sword looks pretty cheap. It doesn't look that cool enough. So it's like, nah, I don't need it. I even secure it like a couple of times, and then I cancel the order. I even secured the Black Hugbane like a couple of times, and then just let it cancel itself after 24 hours of not making the payment. So, running, boots soaked in freezing, chilling water, legs sunk in white, blinding snow. Forgot to use the sleigh. Forgot to use the snowmobile. Melting all the snow. Dashing in the mud. A long trail on the earth. A long trail in the snow. Cold boring into the lungs. Pain piercing into the brain. Running. An endless snow. An endless winter. An endless world. A drop. Talula stops in her tracks. Another drop. Tears drip down the corners of her eyes. She does not notice the drops she shed. Alina lies there on the ground. She grips firmly onto the empty basket in her hand. Her clothes are dyed red with her own blood. The grass and the mud around her body, once pale white, had been dyed a dark shade no less intense or florid. The snow keeps falling relentlessly. Is she gonna break? Is she gonna break? Yep, I took a screenshot. Took a screenshot. So for the next thumbnail. No. Talula. Alina. I didn't want you to see me like this. Don't talk, Alina. Stop talking. Just don't talk. We need to stop the bleeding. Just hang on. I'm not bleeding anymore. It's just... Oh my god, we got a raid. We got a raid at the death scene. We got a raid in the traumatic death scene. for the very precious dear girl. And the breaking point for Talula. Love Able Neko, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Let me give you a quick shout out. How was your stream? Oh my god. What great timing. What great timing. You guys came just in time for a beloved character. For Talula. For Talula's friend to die. You're playing Persona 3 Reload. Let's go! I just need to play it myself one day. How was your stream? It was good. Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, to anyone who's new here from Lovable Neko stream, my name is will-o-wispy. I'm a will-o-wispy Vtuber. I usually play video games and build GUNPLA, as in Gundam Plastic Model Kits. Yeah, this is my VTuber model. Yeah, this is my VTuber model, and yeah. Today we're doing Arknights Chapter 8 Story Mode. Arknights is a gacha game, and it has like a whole visual novel sequence for majority of its story content. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? Why not? I try to voice act them, even though I'm just one guy, and there's a lot of female characters, and I can't do female voices well. I might as well just still try to voice act them anyway. And so you came just in time for a villainous backstory, of how she like form a group with people who are discriminated by the world, by major countries, because they're infected with something that can't be cured. And then but it also gives them powers, but they also get disabilities, body disabilities, from having powers from getting infected. And so yeah, it's that kind of world in Arknights. It's very brutal. And so yeah, we are currently reading through the POV of the evil tyrant Taula before she became evil, and we're witnessing her breaking point, where her dear friend, who's a very nice, caring individual, who's not a fighter, who's a very nice One-san, goes out of her way to a risky village, in order to get fruits and vegetables to make people happy back in the resistant group. And so she's dying. She's like laying on the ground with blood all over, and she's saying the line, "I'm not bleeding anymore," meaning she's still about to die. Yeah, you stream Arknights too? Oh, sick. Yeah, don't feel pressure to stick around after a raid. Feel free to go sleep, go eat, go rest, do whatever you need to do to Love Able Neko and to anyone from Love Able Neko stream. Otherwise, I hope you all enjoy your stay with me here, as I'll be streaming for a good while. A good maybe like 2 hours more before I stop streaming. Yeah. You want to get infected, but you may also possibly like end up not able to hear, or not able to see, or not able to speak. You know, you have some body disabilities depending on how severe the infection is, and it's very random from one person to another. Should you go to bed? All right. Hope you have a good rest when you go to bed later. Who doesn't want to get explosive rock cancer? Just to get magical powers, bro. All right. I'm gonna jump right back into voice acting. This character dying. There's no Crony Arknights, so what is there to look? Well, the artist for Crony is a fake FGO. It's a fate artist. So if you want someone who looks like Crony, you probably have to look in FGO rather than Arknights. which is a worse rabbit hole to get into than Arknights. That's for sure. Arknights feels very chill, very, you know, not intense in the gacha. But where Iris artist is in Arknights? Wait, for which character? Which character is like by Iris artist? Melanite. Oh, okay, cool. Let me just Google Melanite because I don't remember the name. Nami, cough. Yeah, yeah. I feel like almost the entire Arknights community know who the heck Nami is at this point, or who she was at one point. I think almost everyone in the Arknights community know who Nami is already. Iris artist. I'm just gonna go to a wiki page. Character designer Red Juice, Arknights. It is Melanite. Oh, I can definitely see it. I can definitely see like the resemblance of like the art style. It even has like the Melanite even has the elf ears. Yeah, Melanite even has the elf ears. I can see it. Yeah, let me just put it out on screen real quick. Where is it again? Yeah, I can 100% see like, yeah, this is Iris's artist. I can 100% see it. There's even the elf ears, bro. There's even the elf ears. It's like, yep. I see it. I see it. Okay. All right, now let's get back into dying.
I'm not bleeding anymore. It's just...
In that case, let's go. We need to get you to the medics right away for a blood transfusion.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's just the things I traded for.
Don't worry about those. They aren't important. Let's head back. I'll take you there.
The Draco carries the Elafia on her back. Only now does she notice this little deer looks so delicate and light. But her weight is so unbearably heavy on her back. As heavy as the weight of this whole world.
Stop.
I won't. Who did it? Who did it? Who did this to you? Was it the patrol unit? The villagers? Those bastards. Those bastards. I'll burn them all. Wait. Don't tell me. Was it the infected we exile? Those ungrateful shitheads. No. If the shield guards gave them any rations.
Tallulah.
Alina. I'm listening. Just tell me.
I won't tell you.
Why? Why? Are you not going to at least give me the chance to avenge you?
You mustn't. Don't you remember what you said to me yourself? You mustn't fight for revenge. You've already chosen Tallulah. You've already chosen a path to follow. Giving up halfway? All because of me? I won't have it. Don't hold this against anybody. You mustn't.
What are you talking about? What are you saying? How can I not? How am I not supposed to not hold this against anyone?
You told me yourself. You said yourself that you can't harbor hatred against anyone. Or you'd be swallowed up by that old man who placed that curse on you. Even if those arts never existed in the first place, wouldn't you still be taken over by all those things that represented who he was? You told me that yourself.
Right. But those people, those...
You know where they came from and why they did that. You said it yourself. Those people aren't our enemies.
Stop. Alina. Don't speak.
No, Tallulah. Everything you said, I remember. So you must remember yourself. These aren't the people you need to crush. It's Ursus that drove them into that corner. It's Ursus. And the world as it is.
It's okay. That's enough, Alina. I get it now.
Talula, there is one thing you can't detest. Everything they did, you can scorn. But never hate anyone. Do you agree with me? Do you think what I said is right? Are our lives meaningful at all? I don't know. I'm not sure what it was that we did wrong. But I know very well just what that curse is all about. Your rage can burn down the entire plane, but you mustn't hate.
Alina.
I'm worried. Talula, I'm so worried. If I'm not here anymore, you must have Yelena remind you all this.
Alina, stop. Don't go on. I don't want you gone. All of you need to be here with me. You, Yelena, Sasha, Ino. All of you. I don't want to lose any of you.
Talula, but all of us met so that we could part one day.
The white-haired Draco keeps trudging on in the cold, endless snowfield. On her back, the Alephia girl trembles away, pausing only to taking deep breaths now and then. Snow drops down from the Alephia's horns. As Talula slogs along, the snow-covered trees behind her begin to burn alight in silence. She has unknowingly begun to set her path ablaze. The snowfields before her eyes are vast and endless. On her back, Alina is the only warmth she can feel. Talula feels each and every beat of Alina's heart through her back, and they grow weaker and weaker by the moment. She wants to scream. She wants to cry. She wants to squeeze everything she feels out of her lungs, as though it could erase all this from her body. But Talula stays silent the entire time.
Talula,
We'll be there soon, Alina. We're almost there. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes.
it's far. You don't need to lie.
The snowstorm is growing.
Talu,
Apologies, I'm gonna take a screenshot real quick. Alright. Oops, that's not what I'm trying to do. There we go. Alright, are we back? Hello? Hello, video game? Please don't stop here. Please don't stop here. Oh no, me pressing the screenshot made the game freeze. No. No. Oh, music. I hear music. Okay, we're back. All right. I'm listening, Alina. Tell me, what's the matter?
snow. It's warmer than I ever imagined. I'm sorry. I still don't have all the things we talked about written down. It's okay. It's okay, Alina. It doesn't matter. The children, you know, in particular, you need to...
I'm listening. Go on, Alina. I'm listening.
You need to do more than just talk to him. It's getting hot, Talula. I don't want to die. I still haven't. Your sister. You must live on.
Yeah. Callie just got 3.0, yeah. Because according to Kiara, everyone from the first gen needs to get to 2.0 before they can become 3.0, which is really weird. But yeah. This will do it. Talula would not remember what happens next. She has no memories of anything after that. She melted away each and every last thing she should have remembered, along with the snow. She leaves behind only a trail of flames, and, with the exception of Alina, everything behind her is burned away in the inferno of her wake. And Talula treks on in the snow, toward her parting with her dear friend. Talula, you're finally back. You didn't answer our calls. What? What? Who's that on your back? She's not breathing. Medic, get over here now. Talula, just hang on. Talula? What? She's walking right by. Where is she going?
Talula, you may be the leader here, but that doesn't make it any less serious to leave.
Wait,
Yelena?
let her go. Do you know the poor little girl? Not really. I think she's a teacher at the settlement.
No, she's a teacher. Poor kids. That's another person they could look up to.
Gone. But why is Talula? Everyone has secrets they want to keep to themselves. Whatever happened, it's hers alone to remember. With the Elafia still on her back, the Draco walks past the encampment. Their contours slowly begin to blur until they both disappear into the edge of the forest. No one knows what happened after that. They could only watch as the Draco walked into the darkness of the night. Can't wait to experience that pain in anime. I can't wait to experience that loss in the anime. That's been confirmed, by the way. That's gonna confirm. That's gonna cover chapter 8, I'm sure. Okay. Oh wow. The background changed. Okay. Silent Butcher. Wow, I like how the description of this mission we just did is like to lose. That's the description. To lose. Bruh. Bruh. What's this? What's this you just shared? Oh, you can just share that in the Discord, Daichi. It's fine. You can just share that in the Discord. Because right now we're focusing on Arknights right now. So there's 4 types of enemies, and this one is the Empire of Ursus has lost many elites throughout its many wars, but is always able to cultivate more, just as an empire should. Okay. Are we still following Talula's backstory, or are we going back to Amiya a bit? I think we're still in Talula's like story because the mission is still snow. You should get the best Darth Vader voice ready. Why is that? my best James Earl Jones. I did do like a Darth Vader thing with the Budorakasti, but I feel like if I do cover my mouth and talk like this, it's a bit hard to hear. So I decided to just drop that. A cup or something to get that mass like sound. I could go grab a cup real quick. I could do that. Alright, don't put down block first. Oh, immediately. Are you Ursus or... Yep, you're Ursus, okay. I was like, if I put a block here, would it block civilian? Chongus. Big Chongus energy. I like how like Saria looks like she has a gun, like on her right hand. It looks like she's holding a gun, but it's actually not a gun. Just put a mud rock there. Yeah, there's enemy coming from that side anyway, so I'm just gonna put a mud rock there to like protect the civilians. Make sure they don't get any damage. Right, Chongus is activated. Sarah's very strong in lore, really. Kokodayo power. I know there are better operators than Cruz the Kingland, but she's like my favorite character in the game. Literally my favorite character in the game. So I have to include her in the team. Kokodayo power! Alright, just one more Myrtle. Just need to use one more Myrtle and then we're good. Yeah. Yeah, normally Yafiela has her has 2 healers on her, so she'll be fine. Activate. Are you going to host a birthday celebration for our lovely goddess? Who? Lovely goddess? Birthday celebration? you're talking about like the characters in the game, I don't really do that. Cruz. Oh, it's her actual birthday's coming up. Nice. Because I don't really, I'm not the sort that celebrates like anime character birthdays. It's like nothing wrong for people who does. I just don't do it. It's not something I find myself doing. You have to use Crow's Outer to have a chance at beating the Croc Priestess in RA. November 22nd. Oh, okay. But that's her birthday. Nice. Maybe I'll try to draw art of her, even though I don't know shit about drawing art. Even though I don't know shit about being an artist. I've been doing a little bit of art here and there. Every week, just a little bit. Just a little bit every week. Reclamation algorithm. Ah, okay. Wait, what? Stop there for now. She has not yet died, but she has already seen too much death. Okay, we're back with Amiya. We're back with Amiya. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, let me just go grab a cup real quick, because that's Virgo's suggestion for like a Darth Vader voice. Yeah, more class. All right, no worries. Thank you for popping in, Daichi. I'm gonna go grab a cup to see like how well that works. How well that works, like being captured through the mic. Okay, I'm back. I am back. Alright, I have a cup. Alright. Does this actually get captured to the mic? Can you even understand what I'm saying, chat? Can you actually understand what the heck I'm saying? You know it when you see it. Does my cup has a smell? Alright, you guys can understand what I'm saying? Alright. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll keep a cup around. I'll keep the cup around. Alright, cutscene! All these corpses have started to rot. They're W's men. A bunch of mercenary devils. This makes no sense. We haven't done anything to these guys. They were lynched, and clearly they were killed off in secret. When did all this internal cleanup begin anyway? No idea. My guess is it happened within the last few days. One thing is clear, though. Talula's been planning this for a long time. Damn it! I can't believe we didn't even see through a facade until it was too late. She really strung us along. That monster. Regardless whether they willingly obeyed her or not, it was Talula who ordered the Sarkast mercenaries to fight us. So is there a point to killing them off? What is she even trying to accomplish? Setting an example? No, I doubt it. No one can threaten even a lone Sarkast, let alone a whole group of them. You do a great deep voice. Thank you, Boo. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. They do say that the devils will kill whoever that dares threaten them. And if you ask me, the ones we have in the guerrillas are living proof of that. That makes no sense then. If these guys were killed because they stuck with W, then whose side W is on? I don't know who this is. I'm guessing... Is it W? Well, maybe you'd like to take a little guess. I just might give you a little something if you get it right.
Stop where you are! Put your hands up!
Oh! Cockroach! We do have W dance in Twitch, by the way. We do have W dance. I don't know what's the command. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna be pulling you down the line, but your outer form. The roach lives. Now, let's not be hasty. Keep your weapons to yourselves. Wow, that's a big sword. New blood from Rhodes Island, I presume. W, it was you. You are the one who killed Scout. Is that her? Then I'll avenge Mr. Scout. What are you talking about? Hold on, time out. White Kitty, you can kill me all you want, and I'll admit to anything I've done. But I'm not gonna take the fall for something I didn't do. If you have 200 pulls, you can buy her original form in the shop. I very much do have 200 pulls. In fact, if by the time W Outer Anniversary Banner release, I'll have 300. And if I'm not reading it wrong, you're supposedly able to get a guaranteed W Outer just by rolling 300, right? Like, not even like exchanging it in like the shop. You're just straight up just gonna get one for free for 300 pulls, right? At least that's what I read from like the anniversary banner. Yes. Okay, cool. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I shall... Yeah, my W Outer is guaranteed. And I'll have like 300 tokens to exchange for stuff. Very nice. I just need to not spend anymore. I just need to not spend. Don't spend any more rolls. I've already exchanged like my gold certificates for like the extra 30 something rolls to get me to that 290 around like 290 rolls point. So yeah. And I gotta remind the Rhodes Island boy in the reunion cosplay over there. Yeah, I can tell it's you. I remember you. Let me make this clear. I let you get away. Think about it. What good would it even do for me turning you into the old man? Scout died for Rhodes Island. I took his life only because I didn't have a choice. Listen up. He could easily have gotten out of that without so much as a scratch. He just decided to put on a show for me for the reunion folks to keep you and the others alive. You think I wanted to kill him? Forget the fact that he's a Scarcast. You really think I would kill one of the last Sarkis stealth masters left? One of the best elite marksmen out there, and above all, the guy who could have been the next Casdell hero? Liar! What are you going off on me for? You little shit! How dare you go off on me? You know what? Now I really go off on you. Even if you were actually as good as you say, you could kill the dragon lady right there, and we'd be dealing with a lot less dead people! Why else would I even kill Scout? Someone I really respected. You think I'm some kind of a sellsword, don't you? Sure, I'll tell you. Yes. Yes, I am. It's true. But unlike you guys, I rank people by their worth. Scout was, and listen up, to me, he was more than anyone else, even back in Babel. Oh wow, Babel reference. I'd even say he's worth more than me. So let me ask you again. What is it about you that's actually worthy of his sacrifice, huh? You...
Put your hands up and put your weapon down. I don't believe you.
Look, I count myself plenty lucky that I wasn't burned to a crisp by Talula or pinned against the wall and crushed to death by that monster Calcit carries around. So, I seriously mean it. Can't you just leave me alone? Having the bigger gun doesn't make what you say more righteous. Otherwise, I'd, be the just about most righteous person here. What with how many people I've blown up? While we're at it, Calcit says so herself. We're on the same side right now.
By then, you will most likely also get logos, so you're in a very good spot. Hell yeah. Dark Knights and more talks more about the encounter between W and Scout. Yeah, I'll have to read that. After chapter 8.
I'm on your side. I even have a recording right here. Wanna take a listen? Why are you in such a rush? Huh? What, kid? Do you read minds or something? Then how come you still don't believe me? Of course I'm in a rush. If I don't kill Talula soon, everyone I care about is gonna die. The Sarkaz mercenaries have a fatal flaw. They don't ever give the situation any thought unless they're out to kill someone. Tell them to do something, and they'll do it. No questions asked. They don't care about themselves, and they don't care about other people's lives at all, let alone their own. My point is, if I don't go fetch them soon, they'll all be dead.
You can convince them.
Let's save that to Talula's dead. Alright, you've wasted enough of my time already. Move aside, will you? You. Let me say just one thing. Make his death mean something. Do I really have that right? You do. Yeah, you do. You're still around because of everything my old pals did. Fine. Enough.
Rosmontis, let her go.
You mean she's telling the truth? She protected Amia and everyone else?
Trust me. And trust her this once. Just this once.
Okay. So I'm good to go?
Scram! Don't ever let me see you again. Don't ever let me see you again.
Well, thanks. And don't worry. If I screw this up, you sure as hell will never see me again. So, looks like they're fine with it. What do you say, Gorillas?
The captain told us you can't be trusted.
I think the old boy's right. I told way too many lies. Truths, too. It's definitely not easy to pick anything meaningful out of my words. I can't do anything about the way you guys see me, right? But no one wants to blow her up more than I do. I can promise you that. I'll also say this. You should stop staring at other people's backs so much. You don't get it. You have no idea just what went down with the devils. You have no idea what my mercenaries died for. So, don't you dare look at me like that. Did you people give the dragon lady that look too?
Going by your wounds, I can say you've already fought Talula.
Well, look at the eyes on this guy. Only took you about 10 minutes. That's right. I fought her. And I lost.
You're pretty heavily injured. You had your ass handed to you. What are you even helping to accomplish?
I'm alive. That's good enough. If the Rhodes Island bunny can't deal with her, then I'll give it another go and blow Talula up again.
You don't stand a chance against her. If you want to die, suit yourself. We won't get in the way.
Buddy, I know how to take detours. You know I do. I certainly didn't expect to see you guys running around with Rhodes Island, but I actually went out of my way to come meet you here. I'm here to save your lives. Have you seen the bodies of my poor brothers strewn all around the ground here? Take a good look. My brothers. There's more than just civilians and reunion folks left in the city. The Ursa's soldiers are wearing our clothes.
We come across them already, and we are more than
More than ready? Seriously?
Go climb a tree.
I'm just trying to tell you the truth. And you know I don't do that often. You better not be ready to die. If Talula's doing all this, she clearly doesn't give a damn about reunion at all. She wants reunion to die right here. Anyway, this is where we say our goodbyes. If luck's on our side, maybe all of us will still be alive when this is over. And if you don't believe me, then believe in your own luck, by all means. So let's hope all it's good. Her resilience is marked as outstanding in her operator records. After all, so she canonically has the survivability of a roach. Survivability of a roach, god damn it. We're almost to the sarcophagus core. Are you worried about something? I'm worried I won't be able to protect you. Actually, Doctor, there will come a day I won't be able to protect you. First, there's simply far more factions than anticipated fighting against each other. Their penchant for violence is no less destructive than the catastrophes. And not only will that present unexpected problems, it will also bring with it deaths that we simply could not have anticipated. Even if we knew everything, it doesn't necessarily mean we could be able to change everything. It's precisely this that gave rise to so many tragedies, and it's also the beginning of many journeys. Secondly, Doctor, are you really worthy of my protection?
I don't know. I saw a comic recently of like Calcid during Babel.
Doctor, you wake up. I'm so worried.
I was so worried. I'm glad you're okay. And Doctor waking up from amnesia. Ew, get away from me. You finally awake? Took you long enough. Just stay away from me. I was like, yeah, why is the cat lady angry at me? I don't know, like, yeah. I don't know, like, if Calcid is, like, actually being soon. That Babel Calcid was more kind to us. Huh. Huh. I wonder if is she being tsundere, or, like, is she trying to distance herself? I wonder what happened. You don't think I'm worth protecting, Doctor Calcid? Well, have I ever placed a curse on you, Doctor? You broke the curse, and now you're using it on me. Whether you are worthy or not is not for me to decide. Even if you aren't worthy, I will still do it. As for why, I suppose I will just have to tell you later on.
The herd. Where are you two going? Home. Home.
One thing is clear. All the sarcasm mercenaries in the core have turned. All operators, switch your self-cleansing devices on. Protect yourselves before you try to protect anyone else. Amiya, are you really going to carry the burden of this unfortunate race's fate?
Yeah, zombie sarcasm. Because of the little brat. Malediction, bound for retribution. Alright. Gotta get to the sarcophagus to disable the moving city. This feels like an early stage for some reason. There's no blocks. Alright, who am I blocking first? You. Hi. Hi. Big, scary sarcasm incoming. And retreat. Alright, put down Saria. Protect Chongus. Alright, that lane is secure at this point. I'm gonna put down Arknights' wife here. And I gotta be ready to put down Mudrock. We are dealing with sarcasm, I believe. Or at least mutated sarcasm. Chongus activated. I'm gonna put down Crocodile here just cause. Just cause. Sure, I could put down Yafiala, or like I could put down like Yafiala and you know, and Chen Alter, but alright. I think this should be good. Crocodile power! Alright. Sarcasm against sarcasm. We should be good from here. I can just speed up now. Look at how much damage Chongus is doing. Yeah, look at all that. Look at all that. Wait, hold on. Put the flag down and do this. Easy. Chongus power, and we're left with one guy. Go, Mudrock. Your favorite gargoyle Mudrock. Yeah, so many Mudrock waifu art out there, like in her dress. I also saw one horny like dojin, like little comic strip where it just like Mudrock just hides Doctor inside the suit with her. And the Doctor's like, "Oh, I am in danger." This herd is incredibly tough. Not only do these mutated Sarkis infected have much better healing capabilities than normal possessed infected, they are much more intelligent too. Wait, they became zombies and became smarter. The fuck? But that still doesn't give us a way to actually talk to them. They all seem so strange. Like they're all in someplace else. Inhale the fumes. Not only that, this type of mutation is an accident waiting to happen. The crystals form way too fast. The concentration of crystal dust in the air is the highest right here. That probably means that whoever is controlling the herd here has most likely taken over the sarcophagus of the Shonobog core city already. Things are always happening in places we don't have our eyes on. I really can't even begin to imagine what we'll be facing down here on out. I don't mind getting an earful for this, Doctor, but I have to say this is way too difficult. What we are doing might just be suicide. And most importantly, I really don't think we have what it takes to save this city and Lungmen. There are still things we need to do. Shard, if memory serves, you have a family, don't you? I'm surprised you remember, Doctor. You got one detail wrong, though. My wife and my daughter don't care about me anymore. So I don't really have one.
Sure. Have you ever thought about seeing them and start living with them once again? I dream about it. The first step to turning your dreams into reality is to give yourself the chance to dream. Stopping Chernobog isn't going to make life any harder for the infected. Give your daughter a chance, Char. Give her the chance to see her father again. I'll do as you say, Doctor. You're just taking him for a ride. What I said may have been a lie. I don't think the world is going to become a better place overnight. And there's basically no way the infected will get to go back to their previous lives. But what I said could also be the truth. Suppose we leave this place right now. He will never have the chance to see his daughter again, regardless of whether his family or he himself die of other causes in the events that will transpire. And suppose we aren't able to solve the problem we are facing right now. Most broader academic research will forever remain theories and nothing more. The successes of those who put in the work is what gives us the right to continue. There are countless people trying to revolutionize the system for the infected. But all it takes is one failure. And not only will they forever lose the right to try that, but we'll never again have that opportunity. If you need a more suitable metaphor, consider the concept, life. Each time a major operation ends in success, we live to see another day. On the other hand, failure means death. There is no such thing as coming back from the dead in science. We only have one chance to save our lives. We will come to face many disasters, and it will be the end of us each time an accident happens. That's both ourselves individually or Rhode Island as a whole. Disasters like Chernobog are bound to happen again and again. If we fail to solve a problem like that even once, we all die. On one hand, we have to stop the disease before it catches up and overwhelms all of us. On the other hand, we need to save ourselves from within this storm. I'm not singing Rhode Island's praises. Not too much, at least. It's just right here, right now. This is a problem that only we can handle. Amiya has like 3 adopted mothers. Okay, Calcid is 1. And then the lady who died in Babel is 1. And then I don't know the third one. Teresa? Teresa? Yeah, Teresa. Yeah, the lady who dies. Teresa, right? Most of us only get to live once. Once our lives are lost, it's gone forever. You mean there are people who get to live several lives? That's not really what I'm trying to say. What I mean is that there are people who haven't ever treasured their own lives. There are a lot of people who have never been around anything normal ever since they were born. Twisted places will only bear twisted fruits. The reason there is so much malice in Chernobog is precisely because there has always been malice not kept in check there. Malice, or more precisely, all those chains of malice aren't going to disappear on their own. Each destruction, each killing might only have been caused by the modicum of desire. In a lawless land, barbarism is simply left to breed rampantly on its own. And that is how it became the law of the land. And this kind of law is much stronger than the law you'd find in the cities. It's simply indestructible. That's violence. The violence that flows in our blood veins comes from the path, parts of us that left untamed by civilization. Listen, did you hear that? Singing. How peculiar. Iridium arts don't usually interfere with my senses at all. All operators, put on your protective equipment. Doctor,
something terrible might be happening. Based on the chaos we've seen along the way, we probably would have reached this conclusion all the same. But I'm afraid what we are about to face might be far worse than what we could ever imagine.
Has it ever gone any other way?
I wouldn't say it's always a foregone conclusion. Perhaps someone has placed a curse on either us or this city. That being said, curses can be broken. If you plant the seeds of evil, the flowers of evil will blossom, bearing fruits of evil. If we water the earth with goodwill, then even if this parcel of land doesn't get any better, at least it wouldn't meet such a dreadful fate and be buried by a tragedy like this. It's a shame.
You look in the same direction as Cal Sid.
It's a shame that, as far as I know, evil is a vicious cycle that will only breed even worse malice. And fate is rarely kind to those who are kind at heart. I can't allow you to bring about yet another nightmare. Infected.
Are we gonna get zombie Budorakasti? Are we getting zombie Budorakasti? Zombie Patriot?
勝利を砥石のごとくして研鑽を重ねよう。
Alright. Onwards. Okay. Oh, it's one of those orange ones. Wait. Yeah, it doesn't have... Yeah, it doesn't have the, yeah. The thing where, like, okay, you gotta do things perfectly. Okay, you need to make sure no one dies. Yet, they do not regard anyone as an enemy. The dead and the incompetent have never been among their ranks. We have Tallulah the fighter. Alright. Not this stage. Oh no. Oh no, whatever do you mean? We're not even fighting Tallulah yet, and now you're giving me this. Oh, not this stage. Time for the dark... Oh no. The snow hasn't melted, and spring hasn't come. It feels like this next spring is never going to arrive. Each time I lift my head up to see the candlelight, I just cannot help but to reach my hand out to put it out, only to light it up anew in the darkness. Please go away soon, winter. If you don't go away soon, we'll be buried by all this snow. Please, I beg of you. February 21st. Tallulah, is something wrong? What? You've been pretty gloomy the past couple months. Did something happen? Nothing. Nothing at all. I haven't spent that much time with everyone here, but going by what I've heard from the others, I got the impression you used to be a bit more... energetic? Hey, watch it, buddy. Tallulah's not often down in the crowd like this. Why don't you try repeating what you just said to the captain and see if he appreciates it? Yeah, can't say I have the balls. Patriot isn't as scary as it sounds. The shield guards are all like this. Don't let it get to you. He just hasn't been talking much because of his throat problems lately. And his silence can be intimidating. As for how I'm doing, don't worry. Yeah, I just have a lot going on in my mind. Our team is getting closer and closer to the Ursa cities, and there's a lot we need to trash out. I probably gave you that impression because I've been really trying to rack my brain. Yeah, you're right. We're running low on provisions, and we don't have enough manpower. If this goes on, we aren't going to last much longer. That's right. And that's why we need to pay extra attention to what all the outside forces are up to. First of all, we need to make contact with the local infected groups, and the diaspora as... Diaspora? What is that word? What's diaspora? It sounds like That sounds Spanish. What is this word? Diaspora. Is this meant to be dispersed? Diaspora. The dispersion or spread of people from the originator. It is dispersed, but but as a noun. It's a noun. It should be dispersed, but they use the diaspora. Yeah, they use the noun rather than the verb. I forgot what's the word for action, word category for action words. We need to make contact with the local infected groups and disperse as soon as we can. And aside from that, there are bound to be people trying to track us down. If we take even one wrong step and fall into their trap, all of us will end up in a snowy grave. That doesn't sound good. Of course it doesn't. But as long as we plan our route carefully, we won't find ourselves in that situation. Diaspora is a location inhabited by people of a common background. It's kind of like an event, the diaspora of the infected people, kind of thing. At least that's from what I got from like the Google. So that's why the most important task we have at hand is to minimize our losses. Breaking up our teams might conceal our movement better, but then communications will become a problem. Oh, right, we can't use those comms we took from the Ursus. We don't have the transmitters. This will put our liaisons and recon units in unnecessary danger. It's a drain on resources to train someone to use the guerrilla code words. If we want to distribute whole sets of comms to everyone, we'll need to get our hands on the prototypes somehow. Talula! Our recon units were ambushed! That's nothing. Why do you need her to clean your... Shut up! This has nothing like what we say. Poor bastards fell over before any of us even figured out who the enemy was. They pinpointed our recon caster and ambushed him with exact precision. We've never seen anything like that from the patrol units. Whenever something concerns our teammates, we can't just brush it aside. Yeti, take me there. Shield Guard, we might have encountered an Ursus army platoon. Come with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember, even if they are just an advanced team, be extra careful. If something goes wrong, we might have a large-scale retaliation waiting for us. We need to avoid that at all costs.
Understood.
Runner, inform Patriot immediately. Here we go. Tell Frost Nova right away.
Kondrasha,
You!
hang in there, Yeti.
What just happened?
Quick, sit him down here. Take that goddamn spear out.
What's going on? The black spear grew out of his body. No, it can't be.
The Empire's monsters? What are they doing here?
What? What? Think you're all that? I'll shoot you what for? Let's go, get him!
Stop!
What are you doing? Why are you stopping me?
You have no idea. You have no idea what you're facing. You don't even know what exactly he is. And you want to get yourself killed?
What are you so freaked out for? We got this many people on our side.
Do you want to get yourself killed? That's the goddamn Ursus Royal Guard.
Oh wow.
To think the shield guards have fallen this low. Take my advice. Kill yourself now.
All shield guards back in formation. Protect the other soldiers. Remember, don't give him any openings.
There is fear abound in the air. The infected next to you isn't ready at all.
Don't be afraid. The more afraid you are, the more likely he will kill you. He may attack at any moment. Eyes open. Don't take your eyes off him for even 1 second.
Looks like I'm leaving empty-headed again. These 3 cities need to be cut off from the information net for being completely useless. Infected.
Yeah, what are you just so smug for? You.
Surrender to the local garrison, or I will slice all of your mouths and noses off and bring them with me.
Mouse and noses. Isn't that delicious? The face-rending delicious. I thought that was just a made-up fairy tale. You mean we are looking at them right now? The liches that slice faces off of bodies after killing everyone, leaving behind nothing but a bunch of nameless corpses in the forest? How long have these guys been around? I first heard the story that they could only be leeches. No, they aren't legends, and they aren't the demons in the fairy tales. They are murderers and executioners. How are we supposed to fight liches? We are no match for these guys. We're just people. Just normal people.
The infected called himself normal.
You... Help me. Don't run away. All of you, stay right where you are. You'll die if you run. He's not even human. How are we supposed to... I'll kill anyone who runs. What? Like it or not, you're now in the same boat as everyone else. If the defense line falls, everyone will die. They are no way as terrifying as you think. They're still made of flesh and blood. Not even the royal guards can take down the shield guard's layer of defense without a tough fight. But if you're scared, you will become the breakthrough. They'll start with you when the killing starts.
We're both among the strongest forces in Ursus. And yet the shield gods choose to oppose us and stand with the infected. Oh, foolish. These are truly unfortunate times.
He's unsheathing his blade. Shield god, shields up! Hold! He's not attacking.
Something is spooning. I can smell it.
Yeah, my body's starting to warm up. Could it be? She's here. She's here. She's here. Relax, everyone. She's here. Even the liches are no match for her flames. Don't let your guard down. The royal guards aren't. I don't know who this is. Do you want to bring Who's back with you now? Is this Talula? Is this Talula? He's just standing there menacingly. Go Talula, get her ass, infected guy. You hurt my people. If you turn to violence, then we will return the favor. With violence.
Ah, I see you. 372236. Code words.
What are the Ursus royal guards doing here? Talula, you shouldn't have come. You should have waited for the captain.
You want to know why we are here? We are here because we are looking for the Duke's daughter. In other words, you. We need to assess the situation.
The sound of the snow falling to the ground is crisp and clear. What did you just call me?
The Duke's daughter. And bear this in mind, given your social standing. Surely there are more civilized vocabularies you could use to refer to us.
Huh? Whose daughter did you just call me?
You deny the truth, as you are wont.
You think I'm the daughter of a snake?
Anger It then stems from the irritation. You want to run away from the truth.
The Emperor's blade. Pfft. You came all the way here today to mock me? Or are you here to kill me? Protect Talula! My brothers, the royal gods may be fierce, but there's only one of them. We have Talula leading the charge, and we'll hold the line. With the rest of you supporting us, we'll definitely... My infected brothers? The Duke's daughter? What is he talking about?
You didn't tell them who you really are. Is this part of your plan?
Plan? What plan? How dare you, mocker! You better watch who you are talking to before you try to provoke someone and turn people against her, executioner. My identity has nothing to do with the goal we are working toward here.
You can only turn one against another if there exists trust between them in the first place. I doubt there is any trust between you and the rest of them. I can only surmise. You believe the trust they have for you will remain unscathed even after they come to know who you really are.
All that coming from a masked villain that carries out covert massacres at the Ursus Empire's behest? I'm afraid no one here needs to be criticized by your kind.
Your words are strong and confident. If this is as you expected, very well, I must reassess the situation. I bid you goodbye then. Remember this well. There is one thing we share with the people standing around you. We have no trust in you. You must take action to earn even the tiniest trickle of trust.
Stop.
You have a question?
You attack my people. You know we are here.
Am I perhaps misunderstanding you?
Who are you trying to rat our secrets out to? Which secret? Soldiers, we can't let him give away our location. Talula, are you confident you can defeat the royal god? If we don't do this, we'll face even more losses down the line. We'll have the patrol unit and even the Ursus army hunting us down day and night. It takes the royal guards time to respond to our actions. Only if we bring the enemy in front of us under control. Now, will we have the choice between retreating or pressing forward later. If we want to be able to pick, we have to act now. Besides, while we may need to raise our guards against him, we have no reason to fear him. He represents fear, but fear doesn't stand a chance against our anger for our unjust treatment. She's right. The guerrillas have no reason to fear the Empire's murderers. How can we still call ourselves the agents of the infected if we just tremble in fear? A lone man is no match for all of us, united! He's just a lone executioner, nothing more!
You are mistaken about one thing. I am not here alone. There is one more of us behind you.
A figure wearing a large overcoat stands solemnly on the path Talula just took. Each and every flake of white snow, falling from the gray sky up above, abruptly turns black as it lands on his coat, before disintegrating and scattering across the ground as ash. Oh no! Oh no, is it this guy that leaves a patch of black smoke? And then you die in the black smoke, and then you cannot... Oh, are we fighting this guy? There's two of them? So what? Just the two of you trying to cut off the dozens of us? Ridiculous. It's a smelly boy. Oh no! I did not have a fast redeploy Camirez that loves to give us a kiss every time we get her.
Daughter of Gasche, allow me to postulate that you come to the following conclusion. Your peers will not be suspicious of you merely because of your identity. Then let us verify the results. If your judgment proves incorrect, then the promise your father made to us shall be considered void.
What is he talking about? What are you people daydreaming about? Snap out of it! They're not just after Tallulah. What? Do you think these murderers would just let the rest of us go once she's dead? Protect Tallulah! No. Protect the soldiers. First, push them back. After that, secure a way out. Finally, protect yourselves. Don't think too hard about it all right now. Just do everything you can to stay alive. After all, there is nothing we can do if we aren't alive. If they kill us here, it'll all be over. Live!
What you said could not be more different than how your father would see it. I am afraid you may only prove to be a disappointment, leader of the Northern Tundra infected.
I'm not a leader. I am just an infected. I have no reason to impress you. Huh? What? I had to kill 2 of them? Are you freaking serious? Oh no, we're gonna be stuck here. We're gonna be stuck here. Oh no, we're gonna be stuck here. I had trouble dealing with 1 of them. Now you're telling me I have to kill 2? Jesus freaking. What does the R stand for anyway? Reunion? They don't attack in this chapter, they get trolled. What?
Budorogasti, you will stand up against us for her?
Come, show me how this new crop of royal gods fight. Let me see it. The power you use on the demons. Show me the lands coursing through your veins. With just the 2 of you, there is nothing you can do to kill me.
Wendigo, all we want to do here is to get a feel of how far the but a young snake has come. We won't take either of your lives. That said, even though you might be able to keep yourself alive, if we were here to kill her, would there be anything you could actually do to save her from our blades?
Come, don't look at her. Face me.
Okay. I need to... Oh god. Emperor's... Jesus Christ. Jesus freaking Christ. Oh great. Really? I can't put down here. Alright. Alright, Chongus, do your thing. I need to, yeah, I just need to, like, put down, like, Iafiala. A fast redeploy Iafiala to deal with a whole bunch of units. Even though you don't have to fight it, this thing is still a pain for you, well done. Alright. Alright, Chongus activated. Alright, I'm gonna keep Iafiala alive down there. This might be a horrible decision, but... This might be a horrible decision. Oh, great. Good thing I have her to drop. All right, do it. Tactical nuke incoming. Crocodile power. Finish him off. Okay. Alright, cool. Go, Myrtle, go. Go, Myrtle, go. Kill it with your flag. Hell yeah. Best DPS, Myrtle. Let's go. Retreat. Want to replace Myrtle with my wife? My Arknights wife? Okay. We're left like literally left with like one guy there that I cannot reach at the moment. Higher base attack than what? Excuse me, what now? All right. I shall keep Tallulah alive as long as I can. Just a few more enemies and then we're done. We're just like waiting. Alright. Alright, who's next? Who's next? Come on. We're just chilling here right now because I do tactical nuke. Tactical nuke. Tactical nuke with Ia, Fiala, and Irene, and now we're just standing here. And now she's taking tick damage. Die. Alright, I'm gonna go. Okay. No horn to kill upper left guy, yeah. There's still one more enemy left. Unless it's just Tallulah walking into enemy lines. Yay! We did it! We did it! Yay! Yay, first clear. Oh god, I thought we had to fight two smelly boys. Get the hell away! One of the coolest CGs in the game. Ooh.
Such potential. I should take my hat off to you. Alas, I forgot to bring my cat with me today. It's pointless to keep fighting. We are merely protectors of Ursus. You may take your men with you. Live on as the protector of these infected, that's your wish. Let us take what we must to realize our respective goals. I find that reasonable.
You call yourself a protector, but who did you ever protect?
All nations have men who call themselves protectors. There are many things that need to be protected, and also far too many men who call themselves protectors. Most of them are corrupt and incompetent, yet the rest of us excel precisely because of the things we protect. We are protecting Ursus's future.
You think that will cover up everything you've done? You could have committed more crimes than anyone could ever count. You drove Simok City into the lakes, and not a single person got out of that Ilafia village. I can name all the atrocities you committed one by one, and let the whole world know all that you've done. And you dare to brag to me about your country's will? Your foolishness will one day be crushed by reality.
All societies will at some point have to bring out their lashes and whip their laziest and most simple-minded members. That being said, we are blades, not whips. If cutting off branches that do nothing but suck the tree dry of nutrients was a crime, then yes, that makes us evil. You said you would expose our atrocities. That merely tells me you are unable to confront us, not to mention how likely the way you see things will change. If I walk towards you, I suppose you will take a step back.
Dalula, stay back. Protect the soldiers.
Ursus's beneficence is of equal weight to his devilries. When you stand up against our evil deeds, you must also face all the good that we have done. All of it. A nation cannot be measured by good or evil. Nothing is worthy of discussion on this metric. Perhaps it's not realistic to expect you to reach his heights and fully grasp his wisdom so soon. But if everything is as he said, then perhaps we will come for your advice when that day comes. Right now, aside the potential and the seeds hidden in you, you have nothing. The Empire isn't something you can understand. Bouvere. Wait. Bouvere. No. It can't be. 36. Wendigo.
Who is this? Who's coming in out of nowhere? 2 royal gods by the lonesome aren't enough to kill me. If you want to make an enemy of me, you better bring a dirt man with you next time. Oh, I thought it's not him because he doesn't have like stuttering dialogue. Imagine the same Talula who gave us so much trouble in Shonobog, and the shield guards along with half of Reunion couldn't handle 2 Emperor's Blade. Yet Patriot needs 3 to give him a little trouble. maybe there's a part of him that's like want to be stopped or something, maybe. Captain, shields forward, push.
No, Patriot. No.
There are 5 royal guards here, counting the ones still trying to put up a fight, with my daughter over on the other side. The royal guards I knew would never waver or pussyfoot around. Tell me, how confident are you in your strength?
We don't want to be your enemy. Wendigo, you are a legend known to a few of us in the Empire's army. Even if the common folk of the nomadic cities have long forgotten, all of us still remember the tales of our forebears told us. You have my respect, Wendigo. So you follow her. Lying has become second nature to the soldiers of the tundras. It's hard to know what to believe. So it's the truth then. You are infected.
It shouldn't come as a surprise that I am fighting for the infected.
That's not right, Wendigo. This plan will fail.
There are lots of infected in my country.
Fantasies do not come true just because more people believe in them.
Before you write this off as a fantasy, how many Ursus's defeats and victories have you personally participated in?
You're right. My generation hasn't seen much action. Therefore, I am inviting you to join this. Ursus Captain Bodorokasti, I ask you to come with us. Ursus needs you.
What's that? What?
Having fought under the command of the last emperor for over 100 years, surely you must remember Ursus's greatness in those times. Was it a prosperous and marvelous era? Everyone united under the banner of Ursus, regardless of race, and they all fought for its future. Enemies far and wide fell to our blades and cannon fire, and we stood undefeated in the battlefield. I am far from the only one who wishes to return to those glorious times. All of us want to see again an era where all men are brothers and share the same deep hatred for their enemies. We can bring all those greedy countries to part with the lands they stole, and give the downtrodden the chance to regain their dignity under the glory of Ursus. We conquered not to annihilate, but to rebuild. We gave this world a new lease of life. Let us rebuild that era, with all people reunited, facing all the storms that come our way together. I do believe it's far better than living in your days on the tundra, toiling away.
Try saying that to us as folk who toil so oppressed they can't lift up their heads.
No one has it easy. Such is the cruelty of the times we live in. Life is difficult for Ursus citizens as well. The lack of order, the loss of power, the destruction of morals. These are all mistakes. These are the mistakes that ruin Ursus, and we know where the problem lies. We can fix these problems.
Nonsense.
You may ask your leader and see if he believes us.
You.
Bodorokasti, we can set Ursus on the right path.
You got one thing wrong. I am not the leader. Not anymore. She is the leader. Ask her if she believes any of that. I fought with your fathers. Your strength and tactical acumen are no less impressive than theirs. But you look at the Ursus of those times with rose-colored glasses. What you see is nothing more than your wild fantasies.
You cannot deny the glory of that era. Everything you did tied you back to Ursus. Even your title symbolizes your desires and aspirations.
Let me ask you this then. Is there a place for the infected in the Ursus you are trying to forge for this emperor? Those positions bestowed upon you as favors are just fickle illusions. Nothing more, just like those fantasies of yours.
Talula. You are right. Perhaps things will be different with the help of you and your men.
What are you talking about?
Blades do not make promises. Weapons do not ever make promises. But I believe the infected are a force that Ursus should have possessed in the first place. All of you should strive to become a symbol of Ursus's glory. The infected who oppose Ursus shall perish. As for all of you, if you are willing to take up arms for Ursus, it will be recognized as a glorious and noble deed.
Talula can hear the men whispering around here. The murmurs have never been louder. Just because I don't oppose your theories doesn't mean that I agree with them. Such simplicity is a kind of arrogance. I hereby welcome all the infected to voluntarily join the army as cannon fodder for the sake of the Ursus that actively kills and oppresses you, Emperor Blade. How do you do the mass voice? I took on Vergon does this like suggestion in YouTube. They say like just grab a cup and speak into the cup. All right,
I guess I'll grab a cup, and this is what I'm doing right now.
Just like how like Tsukimi like always has like a cup with a metal spoon. Just like I don't have a metal spoon on me right now. Basically, like she rattles the metallic spoon in her cup to do the new type like sound effect, which is just a rattling of a metal spoon inside of a cup. Yeah. So yeah, you want to how to be a streamer and do voices and do funny things. Have an empty cup with you. Perhaps you come to enjoy having this kind of authority. The kind of freewheeling authority that tells you everything you do is to build a better future. What gives you the right to brag about glory?
In that case, if you are fighting for the minority, on what basis are you saying you deserve the majority's endorsement? What is so righteous about your fight for the infected? Surely you will be able to give me an intelligent answer, Wendigo.
What does justice even have to do with how many people you got? Royal God, I ask you just one question. How many people actually loved the Emperor in those days? Was that number high or low? And did the Emperor's death have anything to do with you?
If I answer it had nothing to do with us, it looks like we won't be able to come to an understanding.
In any case, my liege has passed. Ursus now belongs to someone else. And what I follow now is merely an ideology. Her ideology. Ooh, wow, this goes hard. Patriot helps Tallulah up as though she too is his family, both right at this moment and for the years to come, until the day when he loses her. Alright, screenshot time. Alright, there we go.
Why her?
Because we know each other well. Perhaps the road you describe is indeed a yellow brick road, but I'm afraid I've already made my decision. I chose the infected. A soldier serves his country and its beliefs, not its tyranny. That is why I will destroy this empire and ignite a war of righteousness.
We too need the support of the infected, and we are also fighting for a just cause while killing infected. Why do you refuse us then? Is it because you believe the path the reunion is taking you is better than the unity and reform we seek? Because it's more efficient? Or is it perhaps because it hurts the Earth's common folk less?
No. It's simply because the war has already begun, and I need to see it through to the end. Even the Emperor I serve, as benevolent and kind as he was, never accepted the infected, and these promises are now nothing but lies to me. If you could truly unite the infected, then we wouldn't have a war.
It is our hope the infected will unite under your lead.
If you actually wanted to unite them, you wouldn't need me. Enough, royal gods. I've already walked the path you are singing praises of, and that's why I don't believe there are any better choices out there. If you tell me you had the kind of foresight, it just tells me you haven't yet faced the irony of fate. One day, you will understand. Just like the 20 royal guards who died in the Valley of the Setting Sun. They were killed in the tundras and at the hands of foes of other races. It's much better than dying at the hands of your countrymen. Royal guards, I am a traitor. I betrayed the Empire. There is no room for us to reconcile.
A declaration is nothing more than that. A declaration. Even if that is what you believe, Wendigo. What about the people standing behind you? Will they trust her as much as you do? Even if they revere your might and your honesty, how will you assure them they are not just worshipping a powerful idol? Is an evil idol able to shelter them better? Or is an idol who lets herself be trampled upon more preferable?
I hope you aren't trying to use the former as a metaphor for someone whom I respect.
Reality is far colder than the flurries of the northwestern tundra, Wendigo. Once you lose power, you'll find yourself at the mercy of those who are capable. And the first ones to make that move might not be your enemies. Perhaps they know not who Cache is. Perhaps they know what a duke is. And they know the duke's daughter will one day become the duchess. The people around you are not like how you see them. Her strength will one day come to rival yours. She will be no less resourceful, and her cunning will be on another level.
I take it you are complimenting her?
No, Wendigo, no. You haven't been an Ursus citizen long enough. You don't understand. I am talking about Cache.
Just because one inherits the knowledge of corruption doesn't mean they too will fall to it. The footmark she left on the tundras is proof that she won't meet the same fate as the old snake.
I've heard stories that you dote on young people. Or perhaps pamper is the better term.
I will always have respect for those who are truly worth respecting. Now and always, from the moment they were born and through the years, even after their deaths. Leave.
Will-o-wispy.
Leave. Right now. I won't hold it against you for attacking our soldiers for the time being. Or I could kill you too right now. Wait for the royal guards to come and collect your bodies, and go to war with them until only one side remains. Even if we find ourselves on the losing side.
Wendigo. I'm afraid I cannot spill any more secrets. Our warning isn't merely a rhetorical tool, will-o-wispy. We can only mourn for you.
When we find ourselves fighting against each other on the battlefield, I should find myself mourning for you instead.
That day won't come, Wendigo. That day won't come. Farewell, Patriot. This day has been unfruitful. How regretful. I should add, Tallulah, we look forward to seeing your improvement on the battlefield. You should lead them. You are more than up to the task.
Daddy,
Yelena,
we fought them off, together with the Yetis. We fought off one of them, but did they retreat on purpose? Was there 5 of them all together? I couldn't protect my team by myself.
you did fine. You will do better next time.
I will, definitely. What happened here? Why is everyone... Tallulah? What happened to the shield guards?
Captain, what they said just now. They traced some imaginary tracks in history. From that, they determined that the future will be the same as the past. That their statuses decide what the future will hold. That is in itself is a kind of arrogance. I can vouch for her, but I am sure not everyone can come to accept this just yet. So I ask you to keep this under wraps for the time being. We know, we all understand, we all know what kind of a person Tallulah is. But were they telling the truth?
Don't tell me. What are you thinking? You already said it yourself. A person's upbringing can't determine how you see. It's true. Tallulah. I was raised by the nobles to one day take over. There's your answer. Anything else?
My leader.
Please, Patriot. I told you to not call me that. Let's pack it up here. Faust and the crossbowmen still have their training after this. You're joining them, aren't you?
As long as you do not disappoint with your character, I will support you until the very end.
Yeah. Tallulah, my dad supports you. I won't tell you to do the same for me, Yelena. You don't really think. Give me a piece of candy. Here. I never thought you'd ask me for one of these. Let's get going. Let's pack it up, everyone. If you want to know more, I'll tell you everything. Soldiers? Tallulah, what is it that you are planning? Yeah, I don't know how strong the smelly boys, how strong the royal guards are by lore.
Genuinely did not know how strong they are by lore. Alright. I think I can still do like maybe 1 or 2 missions. Maybe. Oh dear god, there's a boss fight. I'm assuming R is like reunion. And then I don't know what M stands for. Hard to tell at this point. Who can truly choose their own life? An origin, a purpose, a fate, a demise, a tragedy that claims to hurt all of them. Who can truly choose their own life? Huh. Have you done a walk in the dust? I've done the operations. I've done the missions, but did not do the story. So after chapter 8, I will like, yeah, a Dark Knight's memoir and the walk in the dust. And then just that one quest like history lore log. I have to go to the records to find. They are as stronger than the black raincoats from Lungmen individually. Huh. Okay. Alright. Boss time. Before boss time, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick. I'm gonna go take a quick piss. I'll be right back. They're also walking news, kinda. Huh. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. What are we getting ourselves into? Why are we suddenly in the boss battle? Who are we even fighting in the boss battle? An average Emperor's Blade would probably be just undercalcit in terms of overall strength. Oh, well then. The Earth's assholes are hiding amongst the infected and the mercenaries. They are disguised as Reunion. Keep an eye out. The most hated member of Reunion, that's who. Wait, we're fighting Talula already? Unless you see paint somewhere on their body, don't let a single one of them get away. If they even dare to take a step inside, kill them on the spot. The Reunion folks are only here because they were talking to this mess. Do we really have to kill them? Save that question for yourself. We'll see what you think in a few minutes when you find yourself getting stabbed in the back. Guard, the enemy's putting up way too much of a fight. Reunion isn't supposed to have this kind of firepower. Then what kind of firepower are they supposed to have? If we were able to give all of our mortar gunners the newest weapons, we probably could have taken the city down directly without the catastrophe. They don't care about covering their tracks anymore. They're trying to rush inside at all costs. If that's the case, why didn't Talula keep them close to her? Because she's afraid. She's afraid we see through their identities and their plans. Not even she would be able to cover everything up if there were too many people. Besides, those aren't the kind of weapons you can just pick up and take around. They probably had all those weapons stashed across the core city long ago just for times like these, when everything falls apart. They were designed to deal with us from the start. They want to kill all of us, but they're wrong. We will be the ones doing the killing today, not them. Hold the line. Forward! What are you doing? You want to leave the battlefront? Rhodes Island. Take a better look. We are the battlefront. Wherever we are, that's where the battlefront is. Forward! That isn't going to work. Our teams can't keep up. We'll hold the line and find an opportunity to take them out. Then you keep up. Phantom Crossbowman, can you do this? We don't really have much of an advantage without the captain. But you can do it.
Right. Captain Faust was willing to throw his life away for the rest of us. If Rose Island's rabbit can really help us get revenge for him, we're more than willing to put our lives on the line.
No, you don't need to. You're from Rose Island. I just need to bomb your position directly, right? Radiant, if you are reading this, help me jam their signals. I just need your headphones to blow up for a moment. Yep, just a sound, not an actual explosion. You can blow their ears up too if you want. Okay, in 5 seconds? 4 seconds. Phantom crossbow. Phantom crossbowman, get ready.
What?
3, guard. Have your team break up.
I'll trust you just once. Shield guards, take your shields down. You'll be out in the open.
It's okay.
But the guerrillas?
1.
If someone's willing to put their life on the line for us, then we'll put our lives on the line for her too.
Look, all the bastards pretending to be the Union passed out all of a sudden. 3. There is a question that guard has asked himself many times. He finds himself wondering this once again. There are many operators in Rose Island with astounding powers, and with those powers, they can easily influence the outcome of the battle. How should he look upon these formidable allies?
There's a secret scene in this stage, but I'll let you play a bit of the stage before telling you. Okay, yeah. Keep me away from spoilers.
Once, he got an answer from Ace. He got another answer from Scout. And now he found yet another answer is from Montes. As her massive swords began to bear down on the enemy artillery, and as the Sarkaz mercenaries began to raise the crossbows in their hands, Guard can't help but yell out of his lungs.
Shield guards! Shields up! Protect Rosmontis!
Together, they are a squad. They need to be protected. They need cooperation. And they need understanding. They are people. People who are fighting gallantly. Just like him.
Got them. You got pretty sharp eyes, kid.
Thanks, Guard. Don't thank me. Just keep doing what you're doing. All shield guards, squad members, and infected. And my friend. My family. We will make it home. We will defeat them. And Amia will defeat Talula. Then, we'll all go home. Together. Nah, Rosmontis. Where am I? I should go back. It's a little cold. What's up with those black shadows? Oh, I remember now. They were freezing to death, so I gave them something. Ugh, it's so cold here. What did I give them? I don't remember. I think it was something important. I think someone might have told me to never give it to anyone else. But then, why did I give it away to them? Was it not important to me? Probably not. If it gets too cold, I will probably disappear too. I know why. It's because that's what my friends would do. My friends. There was a guy who was really strict. I wonder if he saw me as a friend. There was someone who sang to me. It's been a long time since I heard her sing. There was someone who looked really scary, but she makes really good food. There was a girl. She was the dearest to me. She was the one who told me where I could go. But I don't understand. I really don't understand. There was also someone who rarely talked at all. Something is coming. There are lots of black shadows. What are they doing? Do they want my life too? Right. Life. Life is precious. Is that so? Is life useful at all? The black shadows are getting really close. Are they here to take my life away? Just what is that?
Take a step back, Doctor. Don't get any closer. We got here too late. Is it the kid? Is that a dragon? Is it? What? What?
That isn't infected no longer. It's something else. Poor fellow.
A burp?
Even I have only seen a case like this just once. The caster and the victims were fused together. Their bodies and Originium form a mountain, and from it bloomed a kind of really fragile flower. The dust spread in the wind, and whoever that traveled through that cursed place found themselves infected. Not only that, but anyone who was unfortunate enough to become new hosts and ended up spreading the suffering and death.
The legendary Pokemon.
It doesn't sound like you're just talking about the past. Rhetorics would merely be insults to this tragedy. Everything that I say is the truth. The source of the infection was as lively as poison. Its effect on life doesn't stop naturally. At the time, I swore to myself that I would keep something like that from ever happening again. Yet things rarely turn out the way you want them. I've come to notice that these things will just keep happening over and over right before my eyes. It seems like it's fallen into a deep sleep. It's just venting unconsciously. That sarcasm was probably not under its control only because it wasn't trying to control them in the first place. Freedom. It's ironic to think that a herd could be free. I knew it. This is the culprit of the Originium Dust Super Spreader event. This isn't good. If this is how all the Sarkas herd are going to turn out, the losses will be beyond measure. Its dust isn't just some simple original art anymore. It might even infect normal people. It wasn't pretty. The Originium clusters blooming across the cities. If I can help it, I don't want to see anything like this ever again. Doctor, we need to subdue that thing first, stop the hurt from growing, and prevent the infection from spreading. Is that... You know what that is?
Can't say for sure.
Doctor, I don't know what's going on in your mind. Doctor, I'm a doctor, not a judge. This world is suffering from a disease. If no one treats it, what do you think will happen? Of course, living things usually have immune systems. I suppose the world does as well. It might be able to recover from the disease on its own. But we can't live in an even more barren world. That will only cause it to weaken, and we will die because of that. As for the infected before us, let me get this out of the way. Even if a disease is seen as untreatable, to its doctors, death is far from a foregone conclusion. Until an effective cure is found, the patient's life is under serious threat. That's how we see it. There is one thing that a doctor will never even believe, even if it's what the whole world believes. The disease is untreatable. That's an excuse, and one that should never be used by us doctors. It doesn't matter what kind of predicaments we find ourselves in. I will never use my medical knowledge in any matter that can be considered inhumane. From the moment all life is born, they all possess dignity. No matter how society at large sees them, treating patients with oripathy will always be my calling. That is why I will never give up on life, especially those that can't be cured. Yet we as doctors will never deny that there are precautions that must be undertaken to prevent diseases from reaching even more people. The infected cannot become the tools of others. No one may control other lives. If I don't do anything at all, that will become a goal, a weapon, an excuse. If we leave it be, then we won't be able to take our revenge against Ursus. On the contrary, Ursus's wounds will become the wounds of others. We cannot leave a struggle of pain simply be. There are some diseases that normal medical personnel cannot cure. All the things that the world imposes on them will only rain down on others several times over every now and then. That's about everything a doctor can do. If we are to save even more lives,
that we need to make a decision. Silence. The operator's breathing can be heard clearly through the filtration systems they are wearing. Oh wow, cool art. Which is why our goal is... Sorry. Which is why our goal is without a doubt undeniable. Screenshot. Tasukaru. Doctor, we need to halt the core city's power supply. But before that, to prevent another catastrophe from happening, we need to take care of the herd that's growing in numbers by the minute. Monster, arise! We don't have much time left. With how it turned out, we can't even say we are delivering anyone from harm. The Sarkas's herd's fate is sealed. Yeah, this is all that Originium does, man. All Calcic can do is stand there in silence and stare at the white crystalline being that no longer be called an infected. How many scars are there on your body? She asked. There is no way to tell whether she is asking the trembling creature or herself. The white creature spread its arms. What do you want? It tries to walk forward, but its fragile wings are unable to support its own body. There are sounds trickling out of its throat, like a river of terror form of whimpers. Something really doesn't feel right about this. Your premonition turned out to be correct. That's not a normal infected creature. It's the source of this large-scale super spreader. It's singing. Alright. I don't know what the heck we're fighting against, but we're fighting. Awakening, a dream's end. Sad boost for you, welcome. Yes, I'm at this part. I don't know who we're fighting. This dragon being. Probably some story in the past that I haven't read yet. Special infected Mephisto. Oh! Wait, what? Mephisto became that? What? The circumstances you found yourself in and your own actions fed upon each other. And your body is a perfect example of where that has led you. This is neither a court nor a place of enlightenment. We are neither judges nor clerics. We have to dispel your influence and eliminate the possibility that you will become a biological weapon. Anything that happens beyond that is of no concern to me. This is the only point where I feel bad for Mephisto, not because of forgiveness, but out of pity. Until then, let us fight. Let us fight against this tragedy until the very end. Oh my god, Mephisto the singer cannot be blocked. Okay. Alright. I should send out the crocodile power. You're coming here, right? Yeah, you're coming here first. Oh my god, he's teleporting. Okay. Can I hit you? Okay, so he teleports. Oh great, you're hitting her. Yep, this will do. Activate crocodile power. Chonga's activated. Oh great, you're a multicaster. Okay. Crocodile power! Oh god, here they come.
Oh, they're taking a step closer. Okay. I'm gonna need to multi-heal. Multi-heal, multi-heal. Crocodile power! I'll put down my waifu there. Is my waifu being healed? Yes, my waifu is getting healed. Okay, good. Alright. First heal. Alright, we're not getting healed fast enough. Alright, Mephisto's one face down. Okay, that's not good. That is not good. That is not good. I don't know if I can hit him yet. A little bit. I need to put down Mud Rock fast. Put down Mud Rock first. I need her. Crocodile power. Here they come. Let Yafiala burn them all. Alright, retreat. We're putting all our eggs in one basket. We're putting all our eggs in this basket. We're just gonna wait until we get our Chen to do major damage with her skill. Alright. Our dearest Irene is ready. She's ready to be deployed again. Alright. Alright, unleash hell. Crocodile power. Do it, 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 do it. Fun fact, the second phase of is a lullaby that... Oh, shit, another phase. It's a Frost Nova would sing to Mephisto and Fox when they were younger. Ah, okay. Did we get it? Yep. She's down! She's down for the count. Well, he's down for the count. Wow, Mephisto, how are you singing the same voice as like Frost Nova? Alright, we got it. Very nice. Unga Bunga intensifies. Quite literally, yeah. We literally just Unga Bunga that. Okay, I can retreat you. You're not hitting anyone. Burst heal. And do this. GG. Yep, I just brute forced the egg face. I just brute forced it. To get the secret ending, you had to leak Mephisto? Oh, come on! Really? Really? I have to leak him? Really? Alright, I guess we're doing it again. I need to go forward. Operators, prepare the mist. Eliminate all the dust in the area. I need to go forward. Art 1 bosses 2024. Fall back. The mutation has reached its limits. Avoid putting any more pressure on the target. Someone's talking. Someone's singing. All dreams sink to the bottom of the lake.
life is important. Really important. My friends lost their lives. They all left me. They stopped. They won't go on anymore. If you have your own ideas and your own goals now.
Monster, prepare to fire.
Where should I go? I know. I get it now. But no matter where I go, people are going to beat me up. It hurts. If I hit them back, then they will hurt. I don't want it to hurt anymore, but it really hurts right now. Is this going to do it? Are all infected going to end up like this? I can't. I need to keep moving forward. They are worried. I can't keep them worried about me. This reality that even time cannot shake. I know, they don't like me. But they don't like me because I did something bad. I don't want to do anything bad anymore.
Doctor, I told you this before. Whether it's the symptoms or the causes that we eliminate, it makes no difference to me whatsoever.
It's dark here. Where will I end up?
Then hurry up and make a decision. Do as I told you.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get anyone hurt. This has to be a dream, right? A dream where everyone is just hanging around quietly, smiling. I need to wake up soon. You always wake up from dreams. If you don't wake up, it's just the same thing as not moving on. I need to go forward.
Seal the hatch. Dispose of all infection sources. Quick!
Let's go. Let's go. I won't look back. I think I figured it out. I need to tell them this. Right. I need to tell them. Being alive is a good thing. Being alive is precious. Being alive is painful. But some of my friends have walked a long, long road. Now I remember. I need to tell them. It's a good thing to be alive. Let's go. Goodbye, my home. Goodbye to the person who sang for me. Goodbye, Talula. Goodbye, Sasha. Goodbye, my friend. Calcit swipes her finger across the control panel, and the sarcophagus' low, thunderous roar immediately dissipates. It's all over now. We put an end to the sudden disaster. We fulfilled our obligations and completed our mission. Chernobog's core city has lost its power source. I can guarantee that this facility won't be reactivated within the next few years. For the next few hours, the core city will only be able to use the energy it has stored to power its engines. Once that is used up, the entire city is nothing more than a hunk of scrap metal. We've done all we can here. However, if we want to bring it to a halt before it crashes into Lungmen, we'll have to use the emergency brakes. That's Amiya's mission, and only Amiya has what it takes to fulfill that mission. Is the city going to be abandoned here? If the Ursus Empire still wants it, then let them have it. You aren't afraid of them putting it into service again? There were two things that happened here that had to do with me. The first of those happened some 20 years ago. About 20 years ago, a small mining company controlled by the Boris group of Ursus unearthed a strange set of equipment in the southern mountains. News about this quickly traveled to the conglomerate's leader, Count Boris. At the time, the Count made a bold decision. He tried to build an industrial city with all the necessary facilities and equipment with the expectation that his conglomerate could shake its reliance on the military-controlled mining industry and the arms trade. Now, the equipment could have been some inheritance passed down by the gods of a device of sarcasm witchcraft. That doesn't matter. As long as it worked out,
It would give the Boris group the breakthrough they needed. Of course, it could also have been nothing but worthless scrap, and any amount of research would not have produced any meaningful results. It could also have been something perilous, something that could level multiple settlements in the blink of an eye. They put together a team of talented scientists. All of them were young, sick of working with the elementary theories, embittered by societies, in need of money, and had been marginalized by academia for years. You were on the team. That's right. Soon after I left Columbia, I found out about this through my own networks. I joined the group in order to keep them from blowing this entire city up. I am something like an expert on the topic, so one way or the other, I ended up becoming the scientist mentors. Now, Chernobyl wasn't just your average emerging city. It used to be an old and run down. Before the scientists realized what the device's true purpose was, I allowed them to siphon a certain amount of its energy to provide Chernobyl a resource other than Originium. Not much, but certainly not negligible. Count Boris was beyond elated. He paid all that money, and he certainly got his money back. He was someone who really knew how to do business. Chernobyl quickly developed, and droves after droves of people were drawn to the city, seeking opportunity. Many smaller cities joined the Boris group as well, either out of respect for Boris himself, or because they were awed by how generous the man was with his money. With Chernobyl propelled to the fore, the scientists' research also reached an important breakthrough. I probably should have stopped them. Go on, it's okay. Let me continue. Brilliant as they were, a few of my students uncovered the device's secrets on their own. First, they realized that the energy they were siphoning was generated only as a side effect of the device's operations, a kind of hibernation mode. Its original purpose was for the device to keep functioning normally. There was also one other thing that they realized. The energy that they had been siphoning for Chernobyl was but a small fraction of the energy the device could actually provide. Just a tiny, tiny fraction. At first, they were ecstatic. This had potential to greatly reduce Chernobyl's reliance on the original mining industry. If they could put together something similar to the device, then Ursus would never have to worry about energy again, and the mining and refining process of Originium would also become much simpler. Then, fear began to sink in. If all that energy was used to forge weapons, or begin a conquest, Ursus would undoubtedly be engulfed in a sea of flames yet again. Now, fortunately, the scientists were all good, upstanding people. They wanted to prevent disaster. And unfortunately, that didn't change a thing. When the Fourth Army got involved, the scientists had already realized just how serious the whole situation was. And by the time my students were ready to have the device sealed, the secret police had already figured out all of their weaknesses. Ilya was a leader amongst the scientists. He was both righteous and stubborn, qualities that went hand in hand. The secret police knew that kidnapping his family would only unleash the hatred in him, so they picked someone else. Sergei, my oldest student. He was Skull Shatterer and Misha's father, a very indecisive chap. The secret police hardly even threatened him, and that was enough to destroy what little determination he had. The fear of losing his family and his respect for his colleague and their work tormented him, and in the end he chose what must have felt like a compromise to him. He turned over the experiment's objectives and data to Count Boris. The reality is he shouldn't have trusted anyone. A drowning man would clutch at a straw, yet that straw could only be the very thing that ends up killing him. The Count didn't protect the scientists. He protected just Sergei and allowed the military to carry out an attack, which then turned into a massacre. The Count didn't have the power to protect the scientists. He could barely even hold his head up in the presence of the military's top brass. Even though the military and nobility had lost much of their influence after the Great Rebellion, that didn't change the fact Count Boris's family was new money. They bought their noble status from another family. Sergei managed to save his children,
and the price he had to pay was to watch the murder of all of his colleagues in the core city sarcophagus. After all the bodies were removed and the blood cleaned up, a new lab was set up for Sergei, built on top of his crumbling mentality. Needless to say, Sergei never again produced anything meaningful with his research. And with the loss of all of their distinguished, albeit overly honest scientists, Ursus's research on the device ended up in quite the mire. After that, everyone simply forgot about the place. No one cared. Nothing could be changed. After the secret police and the garrison packed their bags, the Count and Sergei had the place sealed. The whole process was uneventful too. Yeah, very funny. Just let's just keep one scientist to reveal the information and kill the rest of the scientists that work on the thing. And then when they made room for the one scientist they decide to keep working on the experiments, and then it's like, sorry guys, I can't figure shit out on my own without my team that, you guys choose to massacre, that I choose to betray. Sorry. The equipment was kept running, and the energy just kept flowing from the sarcophagus to Chernobog's core city, perhaps powering the entire city even. For Sergei's service and sacrifice, the Count nominated him to the position of the city council secretary. Oh, and this happened after Sergei's son, Alex, was found to be infected and exiled. The Count finally had the power to stand up against the military, and factories big and small began to spring up around his core city. The Fourth Army no longer had him under their thumb. All they could do was watch Chernobog leave its circle of influence. In the years since Chernobog began its operations, Count Boris also managed to make an enemy of Grand Duke of Baikal, one of the advisors of the Third Army and the biggest beneficiary of the Farscope refinery, thanks to their disputes over the prices of the raw materials used in manufacturing. The Grand Duke ordered several clandestine attacks on the city, but none of the attempts were able to shake the city. It had already become one of Ursus's most important cities. The Count then arranged matters so that the military was not allowed to garrison in Chernobog, so the armors could only do as the Emperor told them, and station in the city surroundings to defend it, to keep a watchful eye on the place, so to speak. What's more, Chernobog is not bound by the military and the only nobility's rules. The old nobility's rules. One after another, copycat cities began to emerge all around Ursus. The desire for minerals and products drove the masses to seek out better ways. Instead of being mere slaves that reek of filth and blood, they wanted to become slaves of a higher purpose. Is that why Chernobog fell? Not completely. I personally think that the moment the scientists, my students, died at the hands of Ursus's greed, Chernobog was doomed to fall. But be that as it may, I never used that as an excuse to forgive myself. Now, thanks to everyone's kindness and fortitude, here's something I considered. Suppose it was used for the benefit of others, and suppose it was able to provide us a different path. Ursus' scientists would have used it for the greater good, though I can see how that would have turned out. The person I used to be would never have arrived at that conclusion. It would just lead to the deaths of even more people, no matter how magnificent everything may seem in the beginning. In this evil world, our benevolence will always be twisted into something else. In other words, Doctor, I was the one who sent them to their slaughterhouse. I did nothing except stand there and watch them die. And it all happened because the place I presumed the path would take us was the place I dreamt out of immaturity. It's a dream that will never come true in the world we live in. All because they were all too kind. What do you want to do? Are you sure you want to know? It's not something one would normally consider a part of a doctor's responsibilities. I am sure you are well aware, Doctor. I am more than just a doctor. Yeah, I can see you don't truly want to know. You are merely curious. Once you know the answer, you will only come to regret it. I don't want you to regret this, Doctor. At least not yet.
All I will say is that you were much better at handling these things than I. So you don't want to tell me? I have lots of questions that I don't want to answer. It's true. I'll admit it wasn't ever my intention to fulfill Illa's last final wishes like this. So much blood was spilled. So many lives were lost. And it turns out the very last thing I do to remedy all this is what I should have done in the very beginning. But if, wow, these texts are so small. But if you were capable of doing that, why didn't you help to do this in the first place? Because I didn't know them. Because I anticipated a different ending. Doctor, there are people who inflict violence and send others to another person without remorse solely because they don't know a thing about them. If we knew everything about those other people, would we improve in any way? Or will we disregard their actions and judge them as stringly as we can, merely because they have more of an identity now? Would we determine guilt and innocence solely based on their identity? Because they are rich or poor, normal or infected, from Ursus or from Lungmen, or from the city or the countryside? Have you ever wondered why all the infected that Rhodes Island takes in are from the cities, are from well-off families, and had a decent education? You have to admit, there are infected out there who live in the wilderness, away from civilization. Others live in far places with no way to communicate with the cities. Then there are those who live on the streets and in the back alleys, just trying to survive from one day to the next. None of them have ever even heard of Rhodes Island. To say nothing of those other infected-oriented pharmaceutical and medical companies, this is the reality we are in. They didn't want to resort to violence. They just never had the chance to learn what else they could do. In the past, many people worshipped the power of violence because of the violence others had inflicted on them. Violence worked on them, so they used it on those around them, and that worked on those other people as well. Therefore, violence become their too. They don't understand life without violence, and their lives will always be ruled by pain and hatred. Violence isn't a plow. The road traveled by violence will always remain a barren land. The infected who was held in the sarcophagus and got warped into that monstrosity. Do you think he's evil? Were we all born evil? Was it power and violence that created the evil in humans? Or was it the evil humans who created these tools to do harm to their fellow men? We don't have the moral high ground. No matter the motive, we have to remember that what we are doing is doing harm. You're right. All the stuff you just said go way beyond the doctor's responsibilities. That's why I am not looking forward to getting your approval on anything I do. Convincing you of anything is Amiya's job, not mine. And that's because I've done a lot of things that should be left unknown, should never again be attempted by anyone, and should never be forgiven. Yet in the foreseeable future, there are a lot of decisions lying ahead of you. Yes, you. Not me. A lot of people still have high hopes for you. Me? Not so much. Aw. My excuses will always just be my excuses. Your actions will always be your actions. I hope to see you offer the world a chance to change, just like many kind-hearted people before you did. Is it really okay to just let the Ursus get their hands on the machine again? If they are truly able to reactivate it, I am not willing to believe that it will only be reactivated by someone who's kind in nature. I am willing to believe that the future is in the hands of those who seek to truly change the world. What if everything starts heading towards that worst-case scenario you envisioned in the beginning? Well, ironically, with how bad of a place this world is, we definitely aren't on the good side. If that's how things actually turn out, then it doesn't matter how much work we put in and how much catastrophes we stop. That kind of future is inevitable. It isn't realistic to expect that immortality and evil can be defeated easily. If what you want is to instead destroy civilization in an instant and to live a life tormented by pain, that's definitely doable, and you should think about it. At any rate, right now, there is still something we can do.
The disinfection is almost complete. After that, once we have our tracks here taken care of, Ursus won't have anything on us. Let's go back to Amia right now. Though I suppose if things aren't looking too bad over there, the whole Chernobog incident will already be over by the time we make it to the command tower. We're basically just heading there to regroup with everything that happened here. I will try my best to end this journey of suffering, just like what you wanted me to do earlier. That's right, Doctor. There are certain things that only you can decide. With the dust of the battle settled, you wander around the sarcophagus. A strange sense of familiarity and sadness wells up in your heart. You look at the operators, and it strikes you with a sense of unfamiliarity. After all, you don't know most of them. The operators wrap up their work in the area and begin to leave. Calcid notices that you haven't followed and approaches you. Is there something still on your mind? You talk a lot about the sarcophagus, but nothing about me. Right. I'd rather you be the one to broach the subject. Why did I wake up here? What's the second thing that had to do with you here? Actually, this is the reason why I escorted you here. There are a few things that Amia doesn't want me to tell you, but this may be our last chance. Before we have the sarcophagus buried, I need to pluck those fragments of truth out of your brain. Doctor, 3 years ago, with a heavily injured you in tow, I came back to this long-forgotten place and placed you inside this device. This device can heal your pain, and only your pain. What? That's all you can tell me? That was as detailed as I could possibly explain it. The white infected creature we encountered earlier looked bizarre, didn't it? That wasn't how he used to look. From this, I can conclude that before he became an infected creature, the infected entered the sarcophagus, and that was how the sarcophagus was activated. Perhaps he saw the footage of Amia taking you out of the sarcophagus. That prompted him to mess with the sarcophagus, and one way or another, he got inside. It shouldn't have happened. The sarcophagus was originally designed to heal its operator, but this infected got inside, and that's how disaster struck. You saw the end result yourself. The infected creature wasn't a product of nature. The sarcophagus wasn't designed to handle it. Its transformation was entirely a man-made process. The sarcophagus transformed it. Yet you received treatment in the sarcophagus. The device reacted to you too in completely different ways. So you're trying to say the infected and I are different? Of course, Doctor. The two of you couldn't be any more different. Is there anyone out there like us? Is there anyone out there like you? Perhaps this machine can only cure people like you, and not the infected. Perhaps this machine forces its patients to take on their oldest aspects. Perhaps I'm the only one who's allowed to operate even. In any case, you survive. As for him, the infected it used to be, he became the source of the herd. That's right. The world is a big place, and no one is exactly like anyone else. You and I, Amia, him, and everyone else, all of us are different. And from my point of view, all of you are nothing like me. Who can understand me, and who can understand you? How many lives around us have been lost, and how many tragedies that we are powerless to stop have occurred? Were my students not studying this because they were trying to create a better place? Why must greed bring about so many meaningless deaths? Isn't this just as stupid, stubborn tragedy? Is that the whole reason this was created? And what was the reason all of us were placed in this world? Is fate manipulating all of us? Are we all merely actors in this absurd comedy, all for our creators' enjoyment? But I belong here. I see. Is it too late for me to convince you to turn back? I don't know though. Should I really do that? You might just be acting, but I should be happy about what you said. Nonetheless, I need to remind you, Doctor. This decision isn't going to be that easy. Doctor, in this vast world, there has to be a place where you belong. We are bound to this world by all sorts of things,
Doctor. Our day-to-day lives are full of agony, and our lives may not even have any meaning. Yet, once we start walking forward, the traces of our journey will always be there beneath our feet whenever we look back. A bright, smooth road is easy to walk. A dark, bumpy road is difficult to tread. Even so, be it the scientists or the elite operators of Rhodes Island, the honorable men of Lungmen, or the infected men of Chernobog who dream of a new life, all of them are doing their best to limp forward, step by step. They are being chased by their pain, tormented by their nightmares, held back by hatred, and, in the end, death will catch up to them. But they've already escaped from much of their burdens. They got away from all the suppression and weaknesses the world has placed on their shoulders. Most of us are fragile and weak, but what I am trying to say is that all these things that prey on our minds are precisely the things that prove our existence, and that helps us fall asleep at night. Our misery is far from over. Our world's misery has no limits. Even so, we can yet make our own decisions, just like those who live in the harsh cold but choose to keep the fires of hope alive. You may be right. Doctor, I'm telling you all this mostly out of responsibility, because of a promise I made, and also because I have high hopes for the future. I have high hopes for you.
Wait, but you just said earlier you don't have much don't have much expectations for me, and now you're going 360 and telling me you have high hopes for me. Sundari cat.
And Doctor, I know I tend to act rather hostile against you, but I hope you won't let it get to you. I will try my best to hold back.
I'm not allowed to complain when everything you say is filled with spite.
My attitude stems from what I remember about you. Your memories may have been erased, but there is nothing wrong with mine. This here is a life functions restoration device for home use. It shouldn't have a function like that. Perhaps the machine malfunctioned, or maybe your acting is really that impeccable. Regardless, you are innocent on the surface only because you've lost your memories. Doctor, don't feel uncomfortable because of what I am about to tell you. Just this once, I will let my emotions flow free. I simply wanted to remind you this, even though Amiya doesn't want me to. If I could, I would settle my score with you. I would take my revenge. What? When you regain your memories, you will have the opportunity to scrutinize the choices you made. Yet even if you repent your sins, all your memories are actually lost forever. You cannot change the way I see you. I won't allow the seeds of hatred deep inside me to grow, but I have the right to keep them there. I have the right to forever remain furious. Still, I don't even know who I should be directing my anger anymore. What did I do before? I don't think of you as the same person you were. If I did, I wouldn't even be talking to you. I'd rather you. I still have no idea why Teresa has so much faith in you.
Oh, Teresa Mansion.
Who's Teresa? Teresa was my friend. She was my partner. Teresa died 3 years ago. I lost her forever. Do you want to know the truth, Doctor? Yes. Regardless of what you think, I brought you here to tell you the truth. Neither of us can escape from our past. Doctor, there used to be someone else who had your body, and there was blood on those hands. Teresa's bloods. You killed Teresa, and she was your friend as well. Is this the truth? What irks me the most is that you lost all your memories when you were put in the sarcophagus. Yet that doesn't change the truth that has nothing to do with you one bit. That's unfortunate for both of us. Even though I can't hurt you in any way, I want you to remember this. Teresa trusted you, and Amiya still does, but I don't. So what happened? I won't tell you.
This question isn't for me to answer. Otherwise, I'm afraid I might just end up placing a curse on you. So who am I right now? You are Doctor, the one everyone calls Doctor, just a soul in this vast world. Can I believe all this? If I give you an answer, will you accept that right away? You reject my contempt for you from the bottom of your heart, so I will spare you my colorful answers and truths. I won't ask you to trust me. I also won't tell you any more about the truth. My bitterness will twist my narrative. The words filled with rage disrupt your thought process. Therefore, aside from the keys you need to unlock the whole picture, aside from the most basic truths, I won't tell you anything. You can see it for yourself, judge it for yourself, and search it for yourself. As long as someone believes in you, you will find your true self once more. Just what are you trying to do? I'm trying to protect you. Just like what I promised to do. I promise to protect both you and Amiya. Until the moment you breathe your last breath, Doctor. That's my responsibility. But I will never stop hating you. I am in no position to educate or criticize Rosmontis. After all, I might not be able to hold myself back from taking a revenge. There was a similar scenery and a similar conversation. There were different emotions during different eras, all of which are working together to bridge that large gap in your memories. Who am I? Who's this doctor? What did you just remember? This isn't the first time this has happened. Something has crept into your turbulent mind. The sirens are blaring so thunderously loud that you can't help but think it might cause your eardrums to burst. You find you and your peers running as fast as you can through the corridor. You burrow inside the stone-cold machine, and you are hit by a sudden drowsiness that immediately interrupts your consciousness. This is none too familiar to you, yet no matter how much you try to pull away the veil that has your memories covered, your efforts to recall the past are futile. Until the moment you hear that voice. Doctor, I never thought I would be the one who didn't want to let go. Oh, is this like the doctor's wife? Is it the doctor's wife? I seen art that around Twitter and then say like doctor's wife or something. This is definitely not Teresa. Is this the other mother figure? But I'll have to do this. This is the only way you'll get to live. Oh, Doctor. With this, we won't ever get to meet again. I can't accept this. I won't give up. Doctor, the connection between us will transcend even time and space. I am sure of it. Even if the ocean completely boils away and the atmosphere vanishes, even if all the moons in the sky are pulled into the vortex of our planet's gravity, and even if the sun continues to mercilessly expand, eventually swallowing up all its children until none can be heard, I am sure we will meet again. At the far end of our civilization, once adorned by darkness and the brilliance of the stars up above, we will meet once again. I will wait until that comes. I promise you I will. Wait for me. You must wait for me too. Doctor, don't ever forget about me. And then proceeds to forget about you. And now suddenly remember. Doctor? The fragments begin to gradually reassemble before a name finally emerges in your mind. Priest? Doctor? Oh wow, Calcit with a surprised face is... Okay, this is rare. Calcit who's priestess. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen Calcit with this face. Where she's like genuinely surprised. What the heck? Oh, we're going back to Talula. Oh, no, wait, not yet. The enemy's putting up way too much of a fight. Hey you, for Christ's sake, keep your head down. How the hell did they even manage to squeeze all these people in here? We're almost there to the last floor. The burning smell. I can smell it from here. Everyone, I'll be fine by myself from here on out. Guess you don't think we're being much of a help, eh? You've all been very helpful, but it's too risky to have you help me with this. You can spare us a sympathy. We're all grown-ups here. No, I'm not sympathizing. Operators, there is something that I have to make clear. Without your help, I wouldn't have made it this far. You go get him, Amiya. I sure as hell would still like to sneak a few drinks in at one of those more laid-back cities one of these days. Hell, maybe I'll share one with you. You're not main character, time to back down. Definitely. Amiya, you're underage. You can't drink alcohol. Oh, this is Madam Chan's scabbard. It's full of scratches. Did Taolala let Madam Chan through on purpose? Oh no. Actually, maybe not. With how far she's come, Madam Chan isn't that easy to kill. She's probably figured out what it is she's looking for already. I'm sure other people will be at a complete loss when faced with this string of events. But Madam Chan's anger is about so much more than just this. The object of her resentment. All of us resent it as well. Amiya starts climbing the stairs. She thinks back to the time when she last saw Chen. It was in the officer's office in Lungmen, and Amiya can still vividly remember the view of Chen that met her eyes. The moment her hand touches the scabbard, the scenery seemingly opens up before Amiya's eyes again. And it's getting clearer and clearer. Oh, 9. Yeah. Don't know what 9 does and who 9 is, other than a Lungmen Knight who became infected and had to exile herself and whatnot. Well, nothing good ever comes out of going on a mission with you. 9. You're okay. I'm managing. I didn't expect to see you. Almost knocking on death's door, though. That bomb blew out right in front of me. You know? You were like yards away. You took a bite of my abdomen. Sorry, but this really hurts. So bear with me. You've always been much better at putting up with pain than me. 9. Turn around and let me take a look. I didn't know you had it in you to make demands of your superior officer. No. No way. You... I'm sorry that I couldn't protect you, Chen. My crystals blocked most of it, but some shrapnel got through. I'm guessing some of the shrapnel hit you, am I right? Let's take care of it now. You might still make it out of this. 9, you... Don't tell me. What about you? I can figure out what's going on with my body much better and much faster than anyone. Especially with my arts. I'm not getting these shrapnels out. I'm an LGD member. Let me go out with some pride. Just remember how I look from behind. And give everyone at the department my regards. And Wei too. Send him my regards. Where will you go? I'm definitely going to be infected with these wounds. Where do the infected usually go? Wherever the infected usually go, that's where I am going. 9. Even if you're infected, that doesn't mean you have to leave. You've done so much for Lungmen and the LGD. All of us know it in our hearts. They all know it in their hearts how terrifying the infected are. Even this Originium bomb. Let me guess. Forget it. I have no idea who made it. It's about time you stop dreaming, Chen. Let me get one thing in. The boundary between the infected and normal folks isn't for you to decide. Not me either. That is for them to decide. I warned you about meddling with the affairs of the slums affected, and, well, look where that got us. But we are ready to make headways in the slums. There's also that housing plan for the infected, ready to be launched. Wouldn't you say we're in a better shape than before? We are more than ready to treat all the infected fairly and equally. We will give everyone in Lungmen a fair treatment regardless of whether they are infected or not. Because they are all people of Lungmen. Sure, we may be ready, but is Lungmen ready? Are the masses ready?
Will the General Chamber of Commerce vote for it? What do you think would happen if I tell the LGD that I'm infected? You can report your status after we accomplish all that. You're asking me to use my authority to conceal my status. How is that not corruption? I would rather be exiled than to do that. Wei Yan Wu single-handedly built the LGD, and we've kept it running and maintained its integrity for so long. The department represents law and order, and I won't allow its name to be tainted. Besides, Chen, do you really think that those who live a better life can better keep their oripathy in check, and those who live in the slums and mines face certain death? No. Once you become infected, there's only one way the world is going to deal with you. All infected die, and as long as they'll all die the same way and we burn their bodies the same, there isn't anything that sets one apart from another. I won't ask for anyone's forgiveness. My infected head count is well over 100. It's not karma that turned me into an infected myself. It's just how the world works. And the list of ways it handles people like us goes on and on. It's almost like it gets a bonus each time it comes up with a new way to mess with us. Why? 9? I thought you were confident about Lungman's future. Confident? So you guys take how rude I am for confidence. I love this city. When I had nowhere else to go, it took me in. But deep down in my heart, I know there isn't anywhere in the world that truly accepts the infected. I may love it here, but that doesn't mean I'm confident about it at all. I just know it a bit too well. I know what's worthwhile and what's a waste of time here. I don't just chill in my office and act all high and mighty. I pound the beat with you guys. I do that not because I try to look friendly to the citizens or want to show off. The only reason I am here is because Lungman needs me. Wei is willing to take the infected in for one reason and one reason only. He thinks the problems that the infected bring with them are nothing compared to the problems that Lungman has faced or will face. But whose heads do you think will roll first once those problems are all taken care of? Even if Wei doesn't, what about the city? What about the merchants and the masses, the workmen and the cops? Lungman can take in the infected. Lungman isn't just theirs, it's ours as well. Oh, great. Construction work is like coming true. So what does it matter if they're infected? Does that somehow mean they can't do their part for the city? Does that mean the city can't protect them? It can't. No, we're all the same. If we're all infected, we'll be seen as equals. Remember? You said it yourself. Well, let me fix that for you then. Wei Yan Wu treats you like a jewel, and your life here in Lungman is on a whole other level compared to the regular folk. I don't deny your efforts and sacrifice, Chen. You are one of the finest members I've ever seen in the department. But I have to warn you, you are not like them. No, I'm not working in Lungman for the prestige. I am part of the LGD. I am part of Lungman. We poured our blood, sweat, and tears into this city. And its people are harsh, but it will come to accept everyone in the end. It will. It's been improving. 9, even if we're infected, we are still part of Lungman. Lungman is a city for all people. That's how it should be. If it isn't right now, then we will make it so. Have we not seen enough? There are lots of good, honest infected here, don't you agree? Then prove it to me. You want to prove to me that we belong here? Then do it. I will. I definitely will. Be quick about it. I may not have that much time left in me. I will. If you run into situations like this, just let Wei know. He'll take care of it. Keep in touch. Feel free to call if something comes up. Oh yeah. Tell Hoshiguma I say to keep an eye on you, lest you do something stupid. Feel free to forget what I just said, and I'm sure you will. But make sure to tell her that before you do. So is 9 still alive? Stupid. What's stupid? Teach by example? What has that turned me into? Sympathize with others. What has that ever helped me understand? Never give up. What have I lost because of that?
Now that we finally get to meet again, what can I actually do anyway? What I can do, wasn't that all decided years ago? Madam Chen, wait for me. You've been very brave, being able to do all this. But it's still too soon to jump to conclusions. Let me take a look too, Madam Chen. I want to know what she's done. All of us need the truth. You want to know what kind of a person Talula has become. What I want to know is who exactly is the person Reunion has been following. It's as though she can already hear Chen's roar and Talula's laughter. She has finally come to understand the way Chen thinks. You know it's a trap, so why are you here? I'm here because I had to figure out whether this is really a trap. That's the only way I can prove that you are beyond redemption. And if I tell you it is, in that case, it's not going to weigh us down the tiniest bit when we finally set you free from all this. Whether I'm the one who does the honors or someone else, if you got any regrets, save them for your own funeral! The pattern of one of the 10 rings begin to emit a bright, vivid red glow. Is she gonna break one of the rings? In that case, when do I need to do this? When you think it's the right time. We need new weapons to take on new enemies. We need firm principles to take on great evil. In the past, Amiya would have found herself in a fluster, trying to remove herself from the ring's restraint. But not now. Clouds splitting. They face each other. As sword of Stratus rent, one stood stand fast. The idea of running away probably hasn't even crossed Chen's mind, has it? Both Chen herself and Amiya would probably answer no when asked this question. Chen has tried to run away far too many times, but she stopped herself. Chen's memories and emotions, and each and every time she changed, all of it came from a determination. To wield the Chi Shell is to have a firm conviction. Chen has seen ups and downs through her journey, and there were moments that she struggled with her own belief. Chen did not allow herself to stay depressed. This can also be seen in her technique with the Chi Shell. Chen has made up her mind. Amiya quietly tries to take this all to heart. Just as the memories she saw of Chen are slowly flowing into her heart, the warmth left on the scabbard is slowly fading away. Amiya is being far calmer than she has ever been. She has made her choice. She will take off the ring. She wants to see the truth. A sea of flames begins to burn fiercely before her eyes. This time, she isn't going to close her eyes. She will bear witness to everything that has happened to these sisters. Ooh. And now, Chen is standing before Talula. Screenshot. The Chi Shell holds steady in the air. The Draco's flames are extinguished the moment they graze the blade, as though it swallowed the blazing waves whole. Let me just turn the music up a little bit. The two sisters, blood-related, are ready to settle their scores. And then it's over. The moment I decide to turn the music up a little bit, it's over.
友人たちが祝福を囁いている。私たちの勝利だ。ドクター。
Oh man, that was a long cutscene. Took me half an hour to get through it. Jesus Christ. Although I should like, yeah, I should like redo the cuts, redo the mission. Yeah, I should redo the mission. Oh my god, we're at JT8. Oh my god. So I wish to make a wager with you. Oh dear god. Well, I guess next time I stream Chapter 8, it's gonna be my last Chapter 8. My last Chapter 8 stream. And then we'll have Dark Knight's Memoir. Dark Knight's Memoir, A Walk in the Dust. And the other one that's in the
今日も元気いっ
archives.
ぱいだね
Yeah. Okay. All right. I should really end here. I need to head out for work stuff now. Thank you guys for joining me today for chapter 8 of Arknights. Story, voice acting, and gameplay. I hope to see you guys around next time I stream. Feel free to follow me in the Discord. In the Discord and the Twitters. I do have a Blue Sky now, but I haven't put that up yet. So that you know, and follow me on Twitch as well, so you know whenever I stream. And yeah. Until then, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Vercon Dust, Black Max, Sad Boost for you, TVPG, Daichi, Boob, Relic Shadows Fall 97, and Michael for lurking. Love People and Nickel for the raid earlier as well. And I believe that's about it for people who pop into chat. Yeah. Alright, see you guys. See you everyone. Bye bye. Whoa, I disappeared. I don't know where I gone, but I disappeared. And stop licking my ass, Black Max. No slime.